Good evening, this is Notoriously Human, and welcome to this Seleucid live stream series. Yes, indeed, we are back. Do let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I think the audio is fine for everyone else, it's just not for me. I'm not getting any audio so far, which is a little bit irritating because I do like the music in this game. It does certainly help. So, yes, let me know in the chat. I'm going to keep a little eye on that. I'm going to see if I can fix these issues. I think we had this last time, to be fair. Just getting nothing through the headphones right now for whatever reason. But it does show that audio is working on your side of things. Just let me know if that is the case. Don't know what the balance is like because I can't hear it. So yeah, you might just have to keep me updated in that regard. I'm just trying to see if there's any comments in the chat. Nothing at the moment. However, here we are then at Alexandria. This is where we left things off last time. Yes, all good. Thank you very much, Luca Russo. And yes, we also got JU here. As the Oracle foretold that one day we would return. Well, last time we did complete the short campaign, which was the initial point of this, to be fair. So I just move things around my desk because I've kind of trashed the place trying to figure out the audio. Yes, we did have the challenge of actually winning against the Egyptians. We killed them. We got 15, I think 16 regions. There we go. And we are looking absolutely marvellous. Now, okay, this campaign is brutal, as we know, particularly at the start. We have really gone full beans on this. We declared 3 wars on turn 2, and it's been interesting. Certainly, the Battle of Thebes will go down in channel history as something very ridiculous. Alexandria was just an auto-resolve at the end of last time. That was 1,000 kills against 2 units. So yeah, the game absolutely loves us. But we did manage to do it. We managed to defeat Egypt, and 5 months later, we're here to continue the job. So excellent. I've also got Ivind Melva. Let me know if I'm well off with your pronunciation, by the way. Cool, just discovered your videos yesterday. I love this game. Excellent stuff. Yes, we had the Rebels campaign on Monday released, and I must say it's got a lot more views than we normally get, so that is absolutely marvellous. There might be a few new faces in the chat and visiting today, so lovely to see you if indeed you are new here. Yes, as I say, we did start this off in March, this campaign, and as I say, very much a smash early on in the game. So I'm trying to adjust all the things that I ruined on my desk to get this audio working, and this has not worked. So hopefully nothing will fall down and collapse on me. But yes, when we did this last time, we went super aggressive, and what that means is we are incredibly stretched right now, and we're in about 8,000 wars. So in terms of our diplomacy, we're at war with Parthia, Pontus, Armenia, the Greeks. I don't know why we're still at war with the Greeks. I think they're not accepting our peace offers. But everyone else, yeah, we're still at war with them. We basically claimed none of the rebel territories. Might actually be literally none at this point. We've ignored them. We've just been killing our friends nearby. However, we are today going to start actually expanding pretty good. Okay, I will take that, sir, on the pronunciation front. Yeah, today we're going to be moving on. Just a little bit. We're going to be grabbing our units, and we are going to be moving our way to a few of these rebels. Now, don't worry, we've still got plenty of other wars to do. We've got Palmyra over here. We should probably go and grab that force while it's out in the field. Okay, we might do this next time when this guy joins in. We've also got a chariot over here. We'll just tell him to, yeah, come and join up in this part of the world. That'll be absolutely marvellous. So yeah, we're going to go and grab Palmyra. Hopefully with the likes of Damartha, Palmyra, Petra joining our side, Bostra as well. We'll be able to really get the money ball rolling, because that's how money balls work. So after last time, with the ridiculous battle down in Thebes, we did lose a fair few troops, and we lost a fair few more at Alexandria. But we do have plenty here. Some of the reinforcements that turned up right at the end weren't actually needed, so we've got plenty of troops here. Now, I actually don't want to go and attack Numidia. I'm quite happy with them being friends with me. We're not actually allies, but maybe we should grab any allies that we can get, because this is looking a little bit dicey, it should be said. Yeah, we're not going to worry about them. I'm quite happy with this for the time being, but we do want to perhaps deal with it in time, because it is kind of annoying having 3 regions to defend against their 1, but I don't think they're going to do much to me, so I'm not too concerned in the short term. So we were actually exactly where we left us off last time. It's the same, I think it's the same turn. I've done a tiny odd little bit, like I just cleared out the rebel boats. They're mostly the leftover Egyptian boats, to be fair. And other than that, I think I just spent the money, a lot of the money anyway, that we gathered from smashing up all of this stuff. But there is quite a lot of business to do. As I say, we took out Egypt last time. That was really the main deal. So what we need to do now, as I say, grab the rebels, but we're also in a pretty chunky war with Pontus. We've got 2 turns left at Tarsus. Now, we have sent this guy over here. We didn't actually do this battle last time, but I think what I did in between was just take up these rebels. There were some rebels over here. You can see the devastation. So we've headed over here. We're just going to go and relieve that. We took Nicomedia at the end of last time as well. There we are. There's our little classic battle from 261. Yep, that was indeed this turn. Lovely stuff. Pergamum. It's got a few units. Sardis is tiny. We just can't get it to grow. It keeps being attacked. That'll be fine if we get attacked. We've got 3 hoplites. I think we'll be okay, but I probably should start moving some guys from over here if at all possible. In fact, probably not the worst idea to start gathering these forces and start poking them, but could be a bit tedious. Could be a little bit tedious with that. So yes, we've got Pontus to deal with. We have this army here. Now, in theory, are we trying to deal with Armenia? Because Armenia keep on coming to attack Hatra. I actually watched the last hour of yesterday's of episode 2 yesterday. I watched the last hour of it from the end of the Battle of Thebes, just to remind myself where we were, because it's so long ago now. But we are going to continue with it and push on towards the next part of the campaigning. So yeah, Pontus are a problem. We possibly do want these guys to do a Pontus, but actually I do think Armenia might make more sense. Don't really know why. I think I was sending them to Pontus. Remind me if there's a reason why we're going for Pontus rather than Armenia. I think we'll just go this way. It's fine. That's Cappadocia, just to annoy the Pontics, I guess. So yes, we'll just make sure we keep on building up our forces. We've got this guy, I think, bumped into an Armenian army somewhere around Van or something, so we are running away. And perhaps the most tricky thing of all, we do have some more rebels over here we need to take care of in time. Yeah, perhaps the most tricky thing of all is actually this over here, because we have our Sekia under siege, but yeah, right at the end of last time, this army turned up, and 5 horse archers, maybe 6, I don't know what that last unit is. That could be horrendous, because we do not have the army to deal with this. This is a bit of a trash force. So, step 1, I'm going to hire these 3. Because I think we're going to need them, and while it's 1 turn, I think we need to head in and do that battle, which is a bit terrifying because we're not really built for it. It's just the units we had left. Total Woodmaster says hello to Neds the Human. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I'm just enjoying up the last of my summer here. It's nice to be back on this. I've had a very, very busy few months, hence why we haven't had too many of the live streams. So yes, as I say, kind of quite a lot of work going on, but it's I wouldn't say it's over yet, but it's starting to quiet down, which is very nice. So in terms of the battles we need to get on with, then I think we'll just start with this one. We do just want to relieve this particular thing. Are we better off just letting them head in? You know what? Let's just clear them off. Let's get rid of them. I don't want them meeting up later in a bigger force with experience. Let's pick them off while we can. So we're going to head on into here, and I do wonder if I've got any audio. I do not have any audio at all. So I'm going to turn off the mic and we'll listen to the speech.
Tonight we will feast and drink. Tonight we will tell each other tales of our bravery. But before that, we must... of us will drink to their memory, but now fight with honor.
Hey look, the audio's working for me now. I can actually hear the battle. Absolutely lovely. Don't know why it wouldn't work for 10 minutes before we started the stream, but now it is working, which is lovely. This position is not so lovely. I might come over here just to be near my... I don't really want to be over here to meet my troops. I'm doing a proper J. Foreman skin safer. Okay, for any of you who enjoyed that reference, lovely. But for the rest of you, very confused. Basically, this isn't a great map, is it? It's really not. So we'll just grab our units. We'll just shove them here for the time being.
Your reinforcements have
reinforcements have
arrived.
arrived.
This is hopeful news.
And we've just whacked up the audio for the speech, so I'm going to turn it back down. It's a little bit loud in my head. Thank you very much, sir. Let me know how the balance is for this. And JU says, because Armenia have better colours, Armenia are magnificent and I love them. That might be why we have to kill them, to be fair. So, our reinforcements are way down a massive sodding hill. This will be the kind of battle where, if we are recording, I would very slowly walk us up to make sure we have energy and get us to join the battle. However, on this occasion, we're going to be knackered, which is not going to be good news, but I will try and fill a bit of time while we get this set up. So, how are they? They are up on that hill there. That's fine. We can probably turn them a little bit, but probably only once the reinforcements are actually here. So, we'll see if they want to turn a little bit as I jangle my way around. But they might not really react because we've got all those other units currently over there. Yeah, they don't seem very interested right now. So we'll just go and grab these and move them across. Yeah, that Parthia battle is going to be brutal. I don't know. I think we can win it, but it's... I mean, if we get anything like the random routing we had in the previous battles at Thebes, then we could have a big problem. Of course, Thebes was a slight issue of, you know, me getting my elephant to run amok and, you know, killing the elephant just as he ran past my general and flattening him. That's a classic Total War right there, isn't it? But, assuming nothing stupid like that happens again, we should be okay. We've got a lot of javelins in the army, so that might be the way that this has to go. So yeah, let's just get all of these guys ready to play. We'll get the javelins over here. It's going to be the shield side, but it's the hill side as well. So we'll take that. Thank you very much. But yeah, I think we might go take out Armenia because we've already got the army, the army up by Parthia. They'll be busy, but maybe we want to go and just deal with them. I feel like Pontus, I think we got them under control. I don't think we need to be too aggressive with going to take Massacre and all of that and Sinope. So we'll take care of it in time. But I'm happy holding them off as much as anything else. So there we go. We're just about in position now. Mr. Peasants can join the general. That's absolutely fine and dandy. So someone presumably, yes, you, get yourself in position, lad. So right, we're in position. They're on a bigger hill now, but that's probably because we've actually got in position. That's fine. So we're going to do a bit of turntabling. The tables have been turned, or the turns have been tabled, something along those lines. And we'll work our way around. Unfortunately, sometimes it's how this works on the live is that things that we might not... Ooh, interesting. Things that we might normally do on a cut would have to be tediously done. So, okay, they're not charging in completely, but they are thinking about it if we don't get our angles right. That's fine by me. Let's at the very least get this to neutral. Start turning. Yeah, they're moving. They're thinking about it. They really are moving now. Okay, for me, we're going to have to engage them in this position. It's not awful. What do they even have, by the way? Stuff and things? Mostly stuff and things, yes. Okay, they're now hiding in that little forest. That's fine. Just keep on turning ever so slightly. And we'll just have a quick pause if we really need to, but... Yeah, a bit of... Are they running... I think they're running away. Okay, I'm just going to say we charge the cav. I'm just going to tell everyone else, get out of phalanx and start running. But I think they are just running away. So, ooh, they might be doing the Pontic runaway, which is not running away, which is pretending to run away. Let's just get these infantry up onto that hill. These guys are charging in. Let's just get this on normal speed as we do that. Are they going to fight? This isn't actually a general time, this is a light cav, so we should take... Oh, they've routed immediately. Okay! Great, so they're actually going to fight the moment this happens. Right, blow the horn of destiny, sir. Just give a little charge, see what we can do. Right, if nothing else... Yeah, they're doing a classic Pontic trick here. The devils! Oh, fine, we get to actually fight properly. I don't mind if we fight properly, sir, but you could have at least, like, told us you're going to fight. Anyway, yeah, so it turns out they're not retreating, that's fine. If you guys want to not route through them, that would be absolutely magnificent. No, they want to die. Absolutely great. Just brilliant. So, they're like cavalry chasing after him. That's fine by me. Right, well, that's an auspicious start. There's a reason I start with this battle, by the way, rather than the Parthia battle, and that's because the first battle of the day will always go terribly, so it's a good idea to, it's a good idea, I would suggest, to start with something a little bit less likely to go wrong, because, quite frankly, I expected something stupid. It's fine, it's just some light calf getting himself poked. No trouble. We'll blow the horn of destiny again because I really don't trust my general not to die. There we go. And that should buy us enough time to get us back up the hill. But we are Greek cavalry, remember, which means that our general will just die very easily. So that's fine. We're just going to get our infantry just to be moving towards them. It's not really perfect, but their general's out of the way right now. So it might be the best way of doing this. I might just tell these two guys. Yeah, okay, general is coming back now. That's fine. Just keep an eye on all of this. Slowly, slowly, slowly walking towards them. I'll get the general up on the top of the hill here and hopefully we'll be absolutely fine. Okay, so very slow approaching now, guys, as you might expect. But they are now going to turn up into good position. So I'm going to tell these peltas to get stabbed. By that I mean our general can charge them. Yeah, we will charge, but I'm a bit concerned that we haven't actually engaged those other infantry right there. Mr. General could be in trouble if I'm not very careful about this. Yeah, you engage them, that's fine. We should be able to kill these guys now. They're a wavering, they're breaking, that's absolutely grand. Everyone turn and face the General. This time we haven't told them to blow the horn of destiny. They're wavering, 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 wavering. Come on, break them. Break them! There we go. You have to tell them to stop fighting, start running through them. Always works. It's very nice. Right, you. Get yourself off skirmish, start running. And there's enough peasants to do some charge as well. General's about to get himself potentially trouble. There's any peltas, but we should just keep an eye on it. General's now coming into them. Okay, it's okay. It's probably okay. Guys, get your phalanx down. That would be lovely. Yeah, he doesn't want to do it anymore. I don't blame him. We get our cav to come and meet them over there. Absolutely marvellous. Right, well, we're basically winning, but it's just a little bit more messy than it probably needs to be. All of you, yeah, all of you guys, can you get on top of the General? You just slowly walk towards Mr. General and let him get himself killed. You get on top of those Eastern infantry, that'll be absolutely grand. Get this cav over here. At this point, it's getting very, very annoying with this guy. Will he just get himself killed? Get yourself off phalanx. Get yourself to run. We're just going to go and it's a little blockade over here for the General. And yeah, there we are. We're officially... General's just routing. I guess it is just some light cavalry, but hey-ho. I didn't want to take on my General. I don't trust my General for it. So there we are. They're officially routing now. No issues with that. We'll just mop up what we can. They are experienced, if nothing else, these units. So we'll get them just to make sure they're gone. Shame our light cav are slightly stupid, but all they were going to do was throw a couple of javelins in anyway. And often if they're turned around, they don't free them when you hit them. But sadly, it didn't quite work. Anyway, all is fine. That's at least a battle under our belt. Ah, lovely. Right. With that then, we'll just finish up whoever's left. There's another unit just down the hill here. The peasants are after them. And if nothing else, we've at least cleared out a few Pontics. Not the most perfectly fought battle, but we didn't actually lose very much. So we'll absolutely take it. Luckily, my brother's game, which is where I'm recording right now, doesn't tend to break as much as mine because he hasn't modded it to death. So that's good, I suppose. Tarsus is very close to growing. I'm tempted to just turn it down a tiny bit, just do some calculation. It should get us about there in a turn or two. That'll be absolutely fine. Okay, so this lad has done his job for now. I wouldn't mind a watchtower, to be honest, but I want you to be left alone. So we'll just leave that as it is. Mr. Chariot, you can probably deal with this guy, because chariots are monsters. And yeah, okay. Time to deal with this. As you can see here, March 22nd. Ooh, my. Okay, we're going to have to do this because those reinforcements are too strong and I don't really want to pull out of it. Game thinks it's pretty even. I wouldn't disagree. Dumanish. Faction leader. Very nice. This won't be there for the faction though, because I think that's just a family member there. Yeah, the factionaire presumably is up in the north of the Caspian. They have cataphracts. Marvellous. That didn't go well on the Rebels campaign. I don't know if we've got that far yet. Cataphracts aren't good against the they're very good against the Rebels, is more to the point. But yes, basically that's not good. He's got positive, but he's not actually the general. This guy, does he have anything? Normally the starting general's a good expert cavalry commander. Ugh. Okay, yeah, well, he's quite good, unfortunately, but he's not attacking. So, if we deal with this, we can then deal with him. I don't actually think we could deal with him even with this army because it's just all horse archers and we couldn't do anything to them. Let's head on in and let's hopefully not get brutalised. 120 cataphracts, nice. Yeah, sadly, luckily this is a half unit because I assume we've already taken this unit on. But yeah, we're going to have to make this work. So what I would like is, this is that weird... This is a funny little entrance where, like, this looks completely empty of towers. But this tower is quite sneaky. It actually shoots you inside the walls, this one here. Well, worth bearing that in mind. Still, I think we're still going to go for this entry point because it's very quiet indeed. So it's pretty much what we want. Now, first and foremost, these guys can push the ram. I'm just going to get 2 gaps in the wall. We'll leave a 3rd one in reserve. The others in reserve even. So yeah, we'll just hold those back there. What we probably want to do is drown them in missiles. The hardest thing here is going to be getting the foothold in here, and obviously all the heavy cavalry. Luckily this is early Eastern generals, who are still probably my favourite general, both early and late, to be honest with you. I'm going to say, we're going to grab these guys as well. They're also going to run on in for javelins. Let's get all these guys on guard because they are probably going to end up getting poked by someone in case the general actually comes out, which is unusual in this, but it could happen. We'll leave these guys around and we'll have the camels ready to come on in. The chariots are going to cause problems for us. That is undoubtedly true, but we're going to need them anyway, so we're going to bring them along. This could be an absolute massacre. I'm just going to say this right now. Top of the morning to you, good sir. Nice to see you going live once more. Indeed, JC3, we are back indeed. Soldiers and Victors were saying about the 120 cataphracts. Yeah, this unit scale, we would have that, but we have already taken on this force earlier. So, yes, indeed, there's quite a few of them at the front here. That's good news. So, I'm going to say, get our javelins right into that position. And get these 2 into this position. And, I mean, they do... If we get their javelin cav here... Not the horse archers, don't worry about them. If we get the javelin cav in here, then I will make us loose if we need to. But for now, I won't worry about that. Let's get everyone running on in. And you, sir, also aim for that wall. Now, this could go very wrong. Could go very wrong indeed. But what we want to do is try and make sure that we whittle them down very nicely. I mean, the infantry, I wouldn't say it's a waste of javelins. It's okay. We just want to weaken them down a little bit so that we can... hopefully just waltz on in to the city when, yeah, if they want to take us on later, then hopefully they'll just need to rout nice and easily. So I can see cataphracts coming on in, and the Eastern General, there's 2 of those, remember. So if that's horse archers being killed, that's very good news indeed. Their horse archers are gone. Good. Good, 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 good. Right, this is the more important bit. They're going to send in cataphracts. How much damage can we do to the cataphracts right here with the javelins, because that is what we want to see. 56 of your finest armoured troops. Please die. Please die. There's 1 dead. Okay, we've killed 2. That's something, I guess. Now, the generals are going to start throwing in as well. This is what we want to see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're not going to break, but we can do some really good damage here with any luck. We're going to take some hits. I don't really care. That's what they're there for. Your men are at the enemy gates. Yes, indeed they are. We've still only killed like 2 cataphracts. I don't actually know who we're aiming for. I don't think it matters. These are all the golden standard of troops we want to be killing. And to be honest, any hit points we take out of these guys is for the better. You guys get on loose. You're now just a distraction force because you don't have any more javelins. But that is a-okay by me. Cataphracts only at 52. Not doing the damage to them. Eastern General at 82. Yeah, likewise, not enough damage done on him. But we're doing something to these guys. Their hit points will be getting whittled down. That is important. What I do want to make sure I'm doing is not losing important troops here. Keeping this guy back. We might want javelins to tease people later, so I am purposely holding that. Now, the gate's down. You see, this tower is actually trying to shoot the ram. It won't succeed. It will just hit the wall. But it does mean when you're standing here, you can get yourself shot down in this type of city, which is quite irritating. We'll continue to keep these guys here just to eat the javelins, I suppose. Now, Eastern General, really don't want you here. Really don't want you here. I'm going to tell the infantry just to move back. They're not great, but I'd rather not lose them. Peltas can eat as many missiles as they want. I don't actually give a damn about that. Down goes the wall! And these guys still have javelins. They do have a few. Not bad. They're warmed up and eager, so they're not going to rout any second now. Now, what do we want to do? We need to get into this general. I want him to have wasted all of his javelins first and foremost. So, I don't want to rout, but has he run out of missiles? Now, they're still holding them, but of course that's just what they look like, so we don't need to worry about that. There's the cataphracts. We are mostly out of missiles. There's one more here. These guys are going to throw them in. 51. Okay, fine. Not really doing the job at this stage, but it doesn't look like the general's got anything left, so I'm kind of happy with that situation. I'm going to say these guys are here as moral support. Okay, they're eager and they're fresh. That's fine. You're our friends. You get to stay around here. You throw into that general, since you can. What is he on now? So this is 78. So he has lost a few. A few have gone down. On to 78 right now. Nothing happened. Good. Good. Yeah, actually this works okay over these walls. One just went down, but if nothing else, we're just taking out hit points. So, how are we going to do this? These guys are over here. Now, this is tricky. They've got a lot of men still just hanging around at the gateway here. Now, the general is concerning. That's the main thing. Now, what I could do... The problem, say, with these guys over here is that our Eastern infantry could easily just rout. I need to bring the general up. It's going to get awkward. I've used most of my missiles now, but hopefully we've done something. How much have we actually done? 12% to 6%. Well, for the skirmish, that is positive, but I'm hoping there's also a bit of false statistics in there. I can't deal with these cataphracts in the front, man. Can't deal with them up at the front here. Okay, I'm going to tell the hoplites just to start moving. We don't want to just send them through. We might need more holes in this wall potentially. I'm just going to tell these guys just to make more holes in the wall. Might just distract them and nothing else. They'll go and block other places. So I guess we'll go do that. You guys likewise can just go and grab other rams. We do have these guys over here who can come and join us if we need to. They're now just got their cataphracts standing at the gateway, which is terrifying. Yeah, you've now got that ram. You go in. Have you got that ram? You're supposed to have that ram. Grab the ram, you fool. One day this week they might grab that ram. And if they can figure out how to do that, then we'll go and knock down the wall. But apparently we don't know how to, like... Hold the ram, you fools! Oh, they don't know how to peltas. Now they're stuck in my hoplites. Okay, fine. We're supposed to die. We're just supposed to die. It's fine. That's just how this works. Right, I'm going to tell these guys to grab this ram, and we'll do something else, I guess. Now, what I might do is get my infantry to take these guys on, but if I do that, we've got all of this heavy cav just waiting for us. It's... this isn't going to work, is it? Just see how badly this is about to go. Oh, they've got the ram. Well done, sirs. That took you a while, but you managed it. Well done. So we're just going to do this. If nothing else, it might just keep them distracted. That's what we can hope. Are you guys getting the ram either? Please go and do what I've asked you to do. Don't go in the gate, sir. Yeah, got a new Steve here at the gateway. Okay, so the question is, if I've got my general right here, are they still going to rout? They're eager. They're eager for now. I tell you what, I can bring the chariots. I just told them to do stuff and I didn't mean to. I'm going to say chariots. If you can just stand here, is that going to be close enough? Are they coming out to us? Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Militia cavalry, you get the cock out of there. You guys get on top. That'll be perfect. Mr. General, can you just pile in? This might just might just be able to kill these guys here. They're going to get themselves in trouble. Okay. I'm attacking the enemy walls. Indeed I am. That's good. My general hopefully won't get himself killed by doing this. Just kind of want to get a bit more push. The push is doing well. Yeah, you can see they're really getting pushed back. Oh! Okay, Mr. General, pull yourself back. You don't need to die. But you are helping them kind of with their little pushing motion. Okay, them coming through the gate wasn't the best plan for them. A sea of green. Now, the cataphracts are reacting. This is really where... How do you want to do this? Because... Yeah, get the camels over here, get the chariots over here, just okay, they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it, that's absolutely fine. This is going to be so horrible. Oh no, the cataphracts are coming out the front. Oh, actually, that's quite good. That's quite good, actually. Right, keep your phalanxes down, but in the phalanx. Okay. Right, we have a break on them. They're breaking. Hillmen are now into the fight as well. I'm going to say, Mr. Camels, can you get yourself over here as well? Chariots. I want the chariots close enough to scare them, but not close enough to actually get cocking involved. Please don't get involved. And likewise with you guys. Bring the generals nearby, and that will do. These guys are eager, as you might expect. But we are phalanxing against cataphracts. So that's good. That's good. Oh! Their horse just got shot by... I don't know if you saw that. Their horse just got shot by their own tower as it tried to shoot out around the wall. It's the same thing over on that side too. Okay. We need... I'm going to say... Get these guys to plough on in, including the camels. Let's just try and hit them here. These guys are losing shape just a little bit. We might lose a bit more if we part in the wrong angle, but they've just gained experience. They are wavering, shaken... winded. You guys, keep your phalanxes down. What are they on? 21. Okay. Cataphracts are being beaten. We are... How are you guys feeling? Steady. Mr. General, get yourself over there with those friends. That's the wrong side of the wall, sirs. It's not how you wall. Apparently we've captured a thing. Okay, at this point, horse archers. I'm going to say... Not you, but if we grab our militia cav, you head into the horse archers and that will get us around where we need it. You guys, give yourself a little bit of a rest, get yourself out of the way. Thank you very much. Now what we need to keep an eye on is these guys who are... Okay, they're coming out to the protest by accident here, which isn't great, but... We've got chariots. You know what? We'll just send them over there. It'll hopefully be fine. It'll hopefully be absolutely fine. Okay, horse archers has been taken on. It's an absolute mess. Chariots are getting into their general. Might not be terrible. No. Get these guys onto guard. Nearby. Not too nearby. Bring the general round the rear of there. I would say, whilst this looks like a mess, this is pretty much as ideal-ish as this battle could be going. I don't think this could be going much better than it is. So I'm going to say, get these guys in. You can just throw your javelins into the general. The other chariot's also just going to get in. They've broken the peltas, so that's not a surprise. Eastern Infantry have actually won their battle! Excellent, I mean, they did have support. But I'm going to give them praise anyway. Someone's running amok. Okay. Chariots are running amok, as you might expect. I'm going to say, just get out. Just get out. Just get out. Just get out. Run away. Run away. Just let them run amok. Just let them run amok. They're going to run amok. That's absolutely fine. Just don't kill. This is how this battle goes wrong, by the way. Okay. Get the camels in. Get the camels into that general as well. I'm going to say get the general in as well at this point. Okay. These guys are running amok. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. Someone's routing. Someone militia cav. Oh no, that's a mass route. That's a mass route. That was always likely to happen, wasn't it? But 43. What are these guys on? Eastern General 25. Okay, generals. Actual general needs to just keep himself alive for a moment. Main general needs to keep himself alive. Other guy also keep himself alive. We've got the hoplites, so let's not worry too much. We've just lost this little poke out, but that's fine. Why is the general fleeing? Brilliant. It was going so well. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, chariots. Thank you very much. Right, well, it was going really well. What we need is we've still got these two hoplites. And as long as they are holding their nerve, we can pull back and make this work for us. But the routing chariots are mopping up our routing units. Of course they are. Of course they are. Okay, we still have plenty of troops. This is fine. It's just another Thebes. We just have a Thebes 2.0. They have 2 generals. That's pretty much all they have at this point. Okay, let's not worry too much. It's only a massive disaster. It's not that bad. So, as we get ourselves back in position, keep an eye on those side chariots. I'm gonna say, Destiny 2. I'd rather be playing Destiny 2 right now, maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna send these now, chariots have caused a problem, so chariots are gonna give us a solution, damn it. The solution, though, is that they run amok inside the cocking city and not outside it. Anyway, how is the chat? I feel like there's quite a lot of comments here. Yeah, I couldn't really get the phalanxes in the fort safely was my main issue, but I don't disagree that getting the pikes in would be the ideal. Those are horse archers, Thomas, so just chase into them and hopefully shred them. Keep charging. Keep charging. Charge through them. Charge through them. That's shredding those horse archers. That's what we want to see. Straight into the Eastern General. That'll be absolutely fine. Okay, how are we doing, by the way? How are we doing? We're okay. Sort of. Right. Some of the chariots are still stuck outside. That's absolutely fine. We are doing some damage to these guys. I mean, we are tearing through them a little bit. We're doing good work now that we're inside, but some of us are still outside and about to go and kill the other general as soon as they do rout, which is what I think is about to happen. We'll see about that. We're still doing fine. I think we can win it, but it's going to be an absolute cocking nonsense. Yeah. As I say, I don't... Yeah, there they go. They're broken, though not running amok. Of course, they're only broken, not running amok, when it comes to dealing with me and when they're in the city, of course. Okay, get your phalanxes down. These ones aren't running amok. You're not the actual general, so you can't tell them to come back into the battle. Interesting. Can you recover? Recover, lads. I might want you... I mean, I kind of want troops to help me here. Right, well... There isn't that much left. Let's be fair. Let's just take stock. We've got 4 Eastern Infantry. They have 1 of your peasants on the plaza, and they have their 2 generals, but they are battered. Very much battered. As long as the morale holds, we absolutely win. Now, these 2 units haven't broken, but they're only steady. Annoyingly, we lost the actual general and not the secondary general, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm going to say these guys also are eager and fresh. Can you just mop up these Eastern Infantry at the gate? I know that you're light cav, but you just have to do that job because I don't care about you, and I don't really want to use you in the actual battle against the actual lads over there in the plaza. They're broken. That's ideal. These guys are now running amok as well. They probably got run amok by the other ones running amok into them. Fine. Well, we lost the World Guard, which has been doing us so much good, obviously. Bring yourself back over here, lads. Bring yourself back a bit. In fact, do it that way. Nice and slow. That'll be fine. Okay. What we need to do now, then, is get these guys into the city, which we should be able to do, in fairness. So I'm going to say, bring you over here. That'll do. Bring you over here. That'll do. Now, unfortunately, as we know, this isn't the actual general, so that isn't ideal. We do have some cav with some javelins. So that'll be nice. We've got them on our side. We've got some camels for morale debuffs. That's good. All these infantry are dead, and we have a few extra guys just for numbers back here. So you bring yourself over here, and it's just sheer numbers, which is going to contribute to the mass round. Excellent. Are they generally just doing this? They are running amok through our routing fools. I mean, these guys actually achieved something for once. The only mercenaries who ever achieved anything. And you're killing them, you utter tits. Oh dear. Okay, as everyone slowly walks into position, I'll read through some of your chats mocking me for the terrible fight. I think we're doing fine, to be honest. Militia pikemen 2 units on top of each other and push mid. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to push them together here. I'm just going to hold a V formation while we get set up, but then we'll send them in together. Normally I would send the pikes in when the walls are down, but what I didn't want was the pikes to get dealing with these infantry and then the cavalry to smash in the side. That's why I used these infantry to do that job. The problem was, for some reason, their general getting poked out of this flank, and that kind of caused the chariot nonsense. Either way, I mean, also it was very bizarre. Their horse archers were fighting really well against sort of our cav, and I don't really know why they did, but apparently that's what they felt like doing. Eastern infantry is Mercs' fodder to give time to get the pikes going. That was kind of the idea, but yes, unfortunately they started running out of the gates, so it made it a bit more complicated. You put the pikes in first. First, yes. Yes. Sadly, we're not going to have the opportunity, I think, here, unless this all goes perfectly from here on in. So I'm going to tell you guys, get yourselves like that. With these guys, like that, and we're going to march them together. Okay, we march. It's one big block of doom. Now these guys are still eager because they actually haven't been in the fight at all, which is always good. Just got to keep something back. I didn't have an awful lot to keep back on this occasion. We also can't fit them in the cocking city, which isn't particularly helpful because this unit scale is perfect. So let's get in our cav. These guys can come back now into the reserves, and these guys likewise are just a mass of bodies. This is a mass rout, or it's a churn to victory. You'll guess which. More likely a mass rout. But you know, it's fine. We can deal with this later. We're on the offensive here. It is what it is. This is mainly just continuing this campaign whilst we dealt with the likes of. What are their face? Egypt. Good old Egypt. So, these guys are going to stand here. And then they can march forward when these javelins hit. Please don't actually start throwing the javelins just yet. But we'll just keep moving everyone into position. So you guys can stand right behind. You guys right behind. No one else wants to fight, do they? They're all sorted off. Okay, fine. So at that point then we just need to bring what we have into position. You can go at the rear, but we'll just keep you in there. He's eager and fresh as well, so we've got our fresh general. He didn't get involved too much. The thing is, if he will just hold, we'll be okay. But we shall see. Chariots of glass cannon, single plague of a sword spear, they just need to die. Yes, indeed. And a lot of friendly fire. We haven't had much friendly fire from them here. It's just when that chariot broke on the flank, that's kind of when the centre broke as well. They might have been connected in fairness, but you don't always know. So let's just keep these guys just moving a tiny bit further forward. You have to be very careful about this at this stage. So just get them in. Get you in. Yeah, you in. I don't even want to worry about flanking. We can't have anyone further away from each other than we need to be. So we're just going to do that. And ultimately, you guys are going to be in there. Oh, I think they're coming in already. Everyone get running. Everyone running. I need these guys to hold. Hold. Yes, come on, please. This is just what we want. We can beat the peasants on the plaza. We're going to lose the peasants on the plaza, aren't we? We're going to lose the peasants on the plaza. Camels can just push in a little bit. These guys, don't break, you utter fools. Why have the fresh guys, you've done nothing broken? Why would you do that? Oh, dear. Right, get the camels on guard. You're just here to cause trouble. These guys need to just hold your phalanx. Come on, you've got this. They're down to 12. They're fighting to the very last here. 11 and 12. Perfect. Yes. Please hold. No! Mr. General, I'm going to ask you to do this. You're wavering, but you can win. Just do it. You'll be fine. Just fight him. Hack him down. You've totally got this under control. There's 40 of you against 18 of him. They've taken javelin hits. You haven't. Come on. He's shaken. That means he's steadied up a little bit. Shaken. Yeah. Ah! Down goes their general. Okay, the enemy king is dead. That is excellent news. They're broken. Can we beat the peasants? This is the question now. Can we beat peasants? Okay. These guys need to throw their sodding... Is he dead as well? Oh, wow. He died too. Zeusius is dead. So is Abdermus of Nicotheon. Achaemenes is dead. Ardumanish is dead. This is an excellent start to the day. I told you this battle was going to be an absolute cocking massacre of the Thebes debacle. We have just awful troops, it should be said. So let's bring forward a few. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these guys way out of it. They're probably already way out of it because they probably already ran away. Yeah, indeed. They're being shot by this tower, you see. You can see that happening right now. Only caught one of them as it happens. So these guys are back there. That's absolutely fine. You guys need to hold your cocking nerve. There's just some peasants. Sorry if I missed a few comments in here. The phalanxes can still win this. The phalanxes will still win this. They did most of the damage. Bunches of cavalry solos into the phalanxes. Oh, don't worry. I'm not sending the cavalry solo. They're just here to throw some javelins. That's their point. So throw your javelins in. And we'll just see what they do. So my general should be able to get yourself in skirmish and send the general in. If they're off the plaza, they might just rout, you know? I think they're going to rout. So there we go. We got a victory. Yahoo! Ah, yes. Are we playing with a timer? I don't always do it for attacking things, but I do generally have a timer because the AI does some utter nonsense sometimes and it gets stuck, particularly with sieges. But there we are. So yes, that was a very interesting one. Great, JC3, great morale in Rome. Gerard. Morale in Rome to war can quickly break if you're not careful. So you've got to be strategic. Yeah, I mean the problem we've got here is just the fact that our men are just terrible. We've seen it. Their morale, these early unit troops for Seleucids just don't hold. The generals are useless too. So yeah, trying to break through those cataphracts and all those eastern generals. Oh yeah, that was a lot of damage. But we did the job. And to be honest with you, I'll take it. I'll take any win. It doesn't need to be efficient at this particular point. I would rather we didn't lose both our generals. But you know what? Zeusius did fight. So fair enough to Zeusius. We'll be given a new guy to man the hour or something like that. Absolutely fine. And look, some levy pikemen, who I don't actually like at all, but we'll take them because we kind of need to. So, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. We've got a few mercs left. Playing with a timer is crazy. I would say it's not, Mr. Predsten. If only because there are quite a few battles where the AI... I mean, like, when you're attacking, yeah, sure, don't put it on. I should have taken it off for an attacking siege. But particularly for certain battles, like defensive siege, for example, there's lots of times the AI just kind of stop doing anything. And you're kind of stuck where you can't... where the battle will just go on forever and then you have to attack. A bit like bridge battles sometimes where you're defending. Sometimes they don't come across. And then you're kind of just stuck. You have to attack them across the river, which isn't cool when you're trying to defend. So yeah, there are definitely times when it makes sense to have it on just because of issues with the game. But yeah, as a general rule for an attacking siege, yeah, never have it on for attacking siege. I just didn't turn it off. So anyway, what a great start. I agree, Luca Russo. What an absolutely nonsense start, but I absolutely love it. I knew this battle was going to be bad. I looked at this last night and I was like trying to catch up with where I was on this series from March. Obviously watched the last hour, and at the end of it I noticed this army turning up to relieve them, who we would not be able to beat, especially with these guys on the field as well. But anyway, ignoring the general deaths, that was fine. We did the job. Absolutely love this. Nice battle indeed. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I do agree, Mr. President, though, that in general you don't really want it on, but it is just a case. There are certain battle types where it does make sense to just have that in your back pocket. Fine, I'm gonna save after that. Need a break after this, bloody hell. All right, I've still got 5,500 monies. which means I should be doing something with it. Although I'm trying to get this to grow, so I'm not going to do that there for that moment. Seleucid potentially could, but I think I'm trying to get that to grow as well. Indeed I am. This is where we're just trying to get back in track with where the Empire is, really. Okay, low tax rate over here. Road, I mean, that doesn't really gain me much, Thomas, but I guess we'll build the road anyway. Pergamum is building mines +1. Very nice. We might just... we could stack up the ship right now. We just took Nicomedia, so... Yeah, again, nothing to grow here. Problem is, we're on huge unit scale, which I don't normally play, but I did on the Rebels campaign the other day, the Nerfed Rebels, from Monday. And again, here we are on huge scale. And for cities, it does cause some nonsense. And more importantly, on the campaign map, I wouldn't say it ruins the campaign map. I would say it changes the dynamics a lot, though, and can make it a lot more difficult. For example, these towns are so tiny. People are just pumping units out of them. And we're just stuck. We're just stuck. I'm going to ask these guys for a ceasefire. End the war. They don't want it. Fine. We'll go and kill you in time then, sir. We'll go and kill you in time. But they were randomly blockading Jerusalem last time I was watching, so hey ho. Right, well, I think it's time to end our term, but I guess it's not a bad idea just to swing around our empire, remind ourselves where we're at, in fairness. Most places aren't building something, so we actually are using our money. Hatcher again is going to be too small. Indeed it is. Very high tax rate. We'll just turn that down to low. We want some growth. Damn it. Seleucia, similar kind of deal. Don't really care about retraining those guys. And over here we've got the problem where our faction leader Aristarchus, I don't know how much is in our faction at this point, by the way, because we've lost quite a few to stupid Greek cavalry deaths. His influence is so strong we can't get him to leave Susa because Susa's an absolute nightmare hole. And so we're building an Odium. We're going to send some peasants over, and hopefully it will be chill at some point in the future. But for now it's not. Okay, fine. We will indeed save up. I don't think there's anything more to spend my money on, so you won't worry about that. End the turn. And what are we going to do? Cyprus port. Can we build a port in Cyprus? I think it's got to grow. I'm not sure it's big enough. I'll have a look. Alliance materials could cause enemies to much fear. Do I want to be allies with those mugs? Do I just want an ally? You know, I'm just going to take an ally. We have an ally now. Yay, ally. We're friends. I mean, it might antagonise Numidia. I don't know if they're at war. Drill Master. I don't think that's very helpful, so I'm just going to hold out. Just going to hold out for a turn. I think we're not completely desperate right now. Okay, you head over here. Strappy horse. Right, with our strappy horse, we're going to head into these guys. They are the good experience rebels from the start of the rebel campaign, or the traditional one anyway. Marriage celebrations for Alypius. That name I'm using in the rebels campaign. I'm sure we have Alypius somewhere. Maybe. Oh yes, I think that's the. I think that's Arretium might be the city of Alypius on the Rebels campaign. Very nice. Okay, so we've got an Alypius lad in our family. We got Cloetus getting himself married. That's good news because he's going to be dead soon. And we'll just head around here to Armenian territory. You are coming straight across to Hatra, as you might imagine. But we'll have 3 lads in by them. Hopefully that'll be fine. I'm going to send you over here. I feel like we probably need more over here, actually. Yeah, okay, they're running away. Just take Frostbar. Take Frostbar. Have that, please. Port over here. What do we actually want over here? It's a rebellious hovel, so we'll build some sewers. You can have some happy sewers. Might be a good idea, actually, to build some better roads. Can we get this guy out of Susa? We can! Okay, you might need to come north. Come north, come join us, Susa, you can just hold on to that unit, that'll be fine. Captain Ptolemy, you can join Stevie McGee over here. In marching over to Tamarfa, which hopefully will be okay to take out. We also have this force over here, who is just heading towards Petra and Bostra, I guess. These guys are getting retrained over in Thebes. Very nice indeed. Don't have enough population even in Thebes, which is actually staggering. I'm going to build a trader there. That's probably not a terrible idea. And you asked about a port in Salamis. I think we need to grow. That will be lovely once it's done. But yes, there's a few towns where we just desperately need to grow. So we're now allies with Carthage because this is the classic alliance of the 2 mugs of the game. Brutii and the Greeks are at war. Hardly surprising. Jerusalem has a trader. Fine. We're still building stuff there. We've got stuff lined up. Rhodes has roads. I think I might have just done that for the memes. Thebes has mines. We're now getting the trader there. Alexandria has its wall fixed, and Arsacia has its wall fixed because we just smashed those up with brutal victories. By victories, I mean we won. We won. Let's just say that. So these guys are getting retrained. That's fine. Those are the boats that took out the Egyptian fleet. Antioch has elephants, baby. Okay, good. Now what we want to do over here, Strategos, we are going to just build ourselves just a watchtower over here. Don't need to do anything more. Just build a tower for now. Over in Hatcher, then we are doing okay. Have you grown? Not quite. You're pretty close. So we'll send elephants to come join you. I'm just going to disband those peasants because that takes us just over to get us to 2,000. Very nice. At that point, then we can retrain because we're already over the line. Perfect. Okay, that's good. We got that growing now, which is ideal. We needed that. Antioch, just get us another elephant. We need them. Damascus, get us another hoplite. That'll be fine. And you... what are you getting the peasants for? I'm not sure. Just for general happiness. Get us one more chariot. We do need to go and deal with some of our neighbours like Bostra in time. So yeah, you just keep moving over towards Petra. Yeah, it's not letting me move any further than that. Now, we are getting archers over here in Memphis. This is our archer training facility because the best way of getting any infrastructure in this game is to take it from your enemies. That's normally what I do. The enemy generally build up military infrastructure rather than economic infrastructure because they just cheat to get money. So why not? But I normally get economic infrastructure and then just conquer things, and then you have a forward operating base for your military anyway. So it all works out perfectly fine. So Tarsus is fine. This is a bit of a problem. They are also marching in this direction. So I'm going to say I'm going to send these guys to the bridge because at the bridge we can turn them around if we need to. But more to the point, Nicomedia is here. And Nicomedia can come and deal with these guys. So let's just leave these. You know, I'm going to say we just take these guys. Leave some behind. What are you? Scythe chariots. Excellent. This can only go well. Let's just head in. This should be some point up little shoot down moments. Unit pathfinding sieges are horrible, particularly when you're on huge unit scale. Part of the reason I don't like it. But Cyprus port we will deal with. Temporary allies are a good thing, so they don't attack you suddenly. I would agree that would have been more sense for Numidia, to be honest, because I kind of don't want to deal with them. But equally, they'll probably attack me in time anyway, and as soon as they attack me, I'll just take their town. They're just not a priority. We've been very aggressive at the start of this campaign. I don't mind just a little bit of consolidation at this point. And by consolidation, I mean conquering. So we'll be doing that. Right. It's just a simple enough shoot them down kind of an affair. Didn't mean to run. Don't run. Telling them not to run, but they're still running. So we're just going to run, I guess. That's absolutely fine. Do we have a bit of a... yeah, just a little bit more of a hill edge there. That's fine. Just move our guys forward. And they'll hopefully just get themselves shot down in time. We've got a nice hill. We've got the range. They have chariots to take on our spiky McGee's. That'll be absolutely fine. Okay. So yes, Carthage are not Milan. Indeed, they're not Milan, so we'll hopefully be fine with them. And it's not bad at it. Allies don't really mean anything in this game, but we'll take the fact that we have an ally and be happy about it. To be honest, we have a friend. Everyone else hates us. I mean, we did declare mass war on turn 3, so you can't be too surprised. Let's just stand around. We'll just melt them, I guess. That'll be fine. They're just going to do that. They're just going to stand there and get themselves killed. Indeed they are. Okay, no, it's fine. I'm just going to charge them because we can, but we'll just shoot them down. That'll be a-okay. Eastern Infantry are a better target though. Please shoot them down now. We'll get some crossfire. That'll be absolutely fine. Okay, Ehan Musavi says Rebel Command is a really great masterpiece. It's been a while since I saw a good storyline. Keep it up. You are thumbs up ×3. Thank you very much, sir. Well, I do love the Rebels campaigns. That is what we do a lot of here on the channel. We've got them for, like, you know, Alexander and Barbarian Invasion. We've got them for the DLC of Medieval 2. Come on! I was expecting them to rout. They didn't rout. They routed! Okay, all is fine. And the rest might be running. We're going to take a little bit of hit off these guys, but it's okay. Let's just start getting everyone else moving in that direction. I think they are kind of just running away at this point. We will see. But I'm just going to tell them to run. Get the general to mop up these guys. In fact, tell the general to mop up these guys. Because actually, I'm going to sell the archers probably to go deal with these infantry. So, archers, get yourself over here. Now, the Pontics do like to feign a retreat, as we know. But yes, we shan't worry about that too much. But yes, the rebel campaigns are always good fun, and I'm glad you like the narrative thing. It's one of the things I've really enjoyed watching games on YouTube, is when people really run a narrative. So I do like to play with that particular way. I saw an Akhmos actually in in the previous episode of this, when I was just trying to catch up with this series last night. And it did remind me of our great hero Akhmos, Helios, over in the Rebels campaign. So hopefully he will continue to do a good job in terms of taking out enemies, but we shall see how long he makes it. He is an Egyptian chariot, so he can only last so long before he goes completely kaput. But okay, those slow slingers are doing their job. This is a few units just mopped up, which is always good. And I think that is fine. They've had one kill, which I guess is the charge on the Rhodians. Not bad. Conquered. We conquer. So with that, we've just dealt with those guys. More to the point, though, we're going to go and meet up with these lads, okay? Because we need to just mop them up. You can see Byzantium being taken out by Macedonia. I don't usually play multiple campaigns on the same game at the same time, so I'm mildly confusing myself by looking at the rebels and going, oh, I didn't know Macedonia were besieging Byzantium. When did I have Byzantium? So, yes, I don't. I'm the Seleucids. That's fine. Okay, so we're now floating here just to tease them. That's fine by me. 4,000 monies, not bad at all. Hatra obviously can't do anything. But that might, we're going to keep on. I know what we're probably building peasants for. It's probably to send them to Hatra to get the population over there. I suspect that is exactly what's happening. Might be a good plan, to be fair, but we'll figure that one out in time. So over here, what are we actually doing, by the way, with all of our units in this part of the world? I don't really know. I'm just going to tell this one unit to head down to Thebes. I'd rather get some of my men... yeah, these guys need retraining. They can get retrained here. Thank you for getting in my way. Yeah, the infantry's already been retrained with the weapons, so they can get themselves retrained in Memphis properly. Yeah, so they actually get retrained. Good, because Alexandria apparently doesn't have a barracks, which is slightly embarrassing, but there we are. Can we get Peltas here? We can indeed. So we're going to be retraining those guys properly, and hopefully this is now just a case of building up some economy over here while we grab the rebels. And we're going to slowly work on the likes of Pontus. Now, obviously, by the way, because we are continuing with this campaign, we will have the guides in time for these. I kind of wanted to get into the mid-game more before I worried about that. So, okay, they're going to come in, and it doesn't look good, but I think it's fine because we are hoplites. So I think it's going to be okay. If nothing else, we have reinforcements coming around the corner, who I guess can take it back. So we'll see about that. Let's swing on in. This will be fine, probably, I hope. Okay, which one would you say is your favourite rebel campaign? Favourite campaign? I would say there are maybe some different categories and nuances to that. Like, the Americas was probably like, America's DLC for Medieval 2 was probably like the most fascinating. Just in terms of it was so different, and I kind of had to learn to go infantry only for that. So that was kind of fascinating in a way. But in its own way, it's obviously not so interesting in the sense that, you know, after a while you are just using like infantry stuff, and you don't have like the ability to get lots of other things as them either. Need to get nice and dense in the centre bit here, don't we? Nice and dense in this middle part, and hopefully these guys can do a bit of damage as they enter as well. That's kind of the idea. The general should be nice and safe in that corner with any luck, so I wouldn't mind him being slightly... yeah, just need to be careful with him. But we'll be absolutely fine here as long as the centre doth hold, and we shall see. They do have some javelins, but they're at the rear, so it'll be fine. But yes, I would say yeah, the Americas is probably the most fascinating in that regard. I think the original campaign was one that I just was really so interesting for me because I actually hadn't tried it before I did it on the channel. That was obviously the original videos on the channel. So that one has a special place in my heart. I did like the story of a Cass of Sirius in that one. I probably hadn't learned how to like make the stories properly. Rebels, which Rebels would be my favourite? Well, I don't know. I have to have a think about that one. But I do generally just enjoy those campaigns as they are. I mean, the Medieval 2 one was kind of funny because it was so many difficult battles at the start, but then you kind of realise at turn 13 that you basically won the entire game, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I have to have a little think about that one. Alexander was interesting because we didn't have anything at the start, a bit like this nerfed campaign for Rome Total War that we're doing right now. So this hopefully should just be one big crunch and a victory, but these cavalry pushing in as well could be problematic. It's the light cav, though, not the heavy cav. So yeah, the heavy cav could be very, very tough, but we'll just see how that goes. I want to keep everyone in formation if at all possible. There we are, there's a route, there's a route. Jason3 also said, by the way, to those Keymen, as a live stream to a war, we've asked a question. Do you think that they able to level phalanx update and enforce rate in case it made pike into meat grinder? From what I've heard, it largely does what I suggested in my pike fix video. I haven't actually touched it. I'm doing masters this year, alongside other things, so I have a lot less time to do stuff with the channel, so I've kind of been keeping a consistent channel schedule, but it has meant that I've done a lot less when it's come to some of those other videos like that, diving into that. I actually haven't looked at it at all at this point. I do want to do that. My main project is kind of done in a few weeks' time. So basically by October I'll be like far more like fully into all the stuff again. But yes, it's been quite busy. Now the horses are blocking the reinforcements from coming and dying. I want him to die. Oh, we got the classic gateway crunch here. It's actually kind of saving them annoyingly. We'll just speed this up because I think we largely know how this is going at this point. We'll just see if they want to come. They will come back. These cavalry, yeah, the heavy cav will give up as soon as they come back, and then they'll come back in. They'll die. Lovely. And the heavy cav could be a problem when they arrive, but these guys will just melt here. No. Get back, sir. Keep your discipline, lads. We're going to need you in place for the heavy cav coming in. Oh, for Pete's sake. I'm just going to slow this down for a minute. Get yourself out of phalanx, lads, because the heavy guy is coming in and we need you. Ugh. Oh my days, this is... Get yourself sorted quicker, lads. Seriously, I can't emphasise this enough. Pontic Heavy Cav with 3 experience are no joke. At the very least, don't block the meat grinder. Oh my. Get yourselves in position, please. Please. This guy just ran through everyone. Yeah, I mean, 3 experience on Pontic Heavy Cav, it's going to be a menace, especially if you, for some reason, get yourselves out of formation, guys. Right, we should be okay, but it's going to be annoying. But yes, basically, I don't have the mobile app for it. I would like to explore it, but as I say, it's just because I've been in writing my research project. So I've not really had time for some of the other stuff, sadly, particularly those kind of written videos like that. These Pontic Heavy Cavalry are utter monsters. Look at them. They're still eager. They're charging against 3 units of phalanx at a gate in a V-shaped, U-shaped Doom formation, and they're still fighting. They've actually pushed. I mean, one horse has pushed all the way to the back. These guys are utter nonsense, of course, but anyway. But yes, gotta love the AI pathing. Yeah, they were having a great time there, but it's fine. The job will be done. And at the very least, we're going to take these down basically to the last. So that's good. Where were you? Anyway. Now they flee. Okay, well, they're all fleeing. Anyone left? This guy wants to wander off somewhere. You know, I'm just going to press end battle. Win the battle. Heroic victory. Yeah, lovely. Ermias. Good old Captain Ermias. We should start renaming these cities, shouldn't we? Nicomedia is now under siege by that guy instead, which is mildly annoying. It's going to be more annoying to save it. But we will rename it to Ermias. Why not? Let's start doing that. Oh no, my brother. I think we had this last time where my brother hasn't changed that in the files. Let me go in see if I can change that right now. What do we want for that? Rome Total War, is that under preferences? I think it's in preferences, isn't it? Rome Total War preference. I hope it isn't going to confuse things right now. Let me just go into their preferences, and in the preference file, sorry, you can't actually see what I'm doing right now. Edit settlement name, true. Okay, nice. Good. Well, we've changed that. Hopefully the game won't implode. It might just reload just to see if that'll work. Or would it work instantaneously? No, it's not going to work instantaneously. That would be impressive. Agent found. Numidians. Numidia can die in a hole. They've declared war as far as I'm concerned. Right. Antioch. Now, Antioch is, of course, where I am building up my cavalry infrastructure for the likes of my elephants. Good. Do we want... I mean, currently we're not any further along with that. Archers we don't need to worry about. We'll keep the normal tax rate. I'm going to say we get Suez because it's a bit boring, but we don't want plague in our capital. So we'll do that for now. Elsewhere, Damascus Trader. We're now on a farm. That's fine. Pergamum Mines +1. That's good news. I'm going to get... Brilliant. I'm going to get a war... Oh, no, let's get this first. The war isn't super important. It's just nice to have because it could get invaded. Sidon. We don't need too much military there. We'll just get those two buildings. There's some basic infrastructure. And Memphis has an Odeon, and we will build. What do we want here? We've got the archers. So we're going to keep building archers here. That's how that works. Let's just grab, you know what, we'll get a forum that's got lots of borders. So probably good for the old tradey McGee. So, just the one boat over here. Nothing too much to go and clear these guys out. Missed. Let's hope it works. Ramming speed! And we cleared it up. That's good news. So Sardis, you can just retrain, which means you're never going to get sorted out. I'm just going to say, you know what? These guys can just move over here. You live here now. Pergamum has got its upgrade. So you can just rebuild that army. That'll be absolutely fine. Where do we want to go to take these guys on? That will do well. We can just take these two guys on. So what have we got? We got Hillman and that kind of nonsense, and we got more infantry. Bloody lovely. Okay, well, that'll be fine. We'll head into there in a minute. Anyone remember what we're going to rename Sardis? I don't remember the captain's name anymore. Sorry, lad. Are you there? No, that's the guy. I think it was Ermias, but I don't remember. So let's just save that. I'm just going to quit and just reload. I don't have to reload the entire game for this to work, or just this, so it should be fine. Yes, Mobile 2, Demon Chaos talking about the Medieval 2 Mobile Phalanx update as well. No, it's not going to work unless I actually shut it down. Fine, I might do that if I have a short break at any point, but for now we won't worry about it. Okay, fine. No one gets a city named after them, only me. We'll have Tom Zantium one day, but until then, we shall not. Petra's also quite well guarded, by the way. It's one of the really strong settlements. So we've got the mercs going there. Not great, but it will have to do. These guys. Okay, time to take out these lads. This... Do we dare auto-resolve? I think this is going to go really, really wrong. Let's head on in. Oh dear, this is not going to go well. They improved the guard mode apartment. They can properly defend themselves now. Yeah, the main issue has always been like them switching to swords too easily.
Today is a good day to die.
Which does happen in Rome Total War, but nowhere near as quickly. I just need a balance between those two, is really how I felt about it. I'm not quite sure how to fix that exact time of that happening, hence my fix. But, right, I'm just going to say archers. We're just going to go and charge these cavalry, and the infantry are just going to walk slowly towards the enemy. That'll be fine. And we'll just hope that this just works. It should work. Get the general to charge on in, play the Horn of Destiny, and I think we're going to hit the horse archers as well, which is what I want. There we go. Send in the chariots. Hopefully this guy doesn't get himself killed. You like to think he doesn't. Your general is routed.
Better for your general to
They
fall
are
and
so
show
bad.
me
Why do they
another
rout
day.
so quickly?
He's running away.
Like, you just charged in and you're going to pull out. That's all you're going to do. That's all you're going to do, lad. And these guys are just going to run through. You just run through them. That's kind of your job as well, General. They're routing now. What is it with routing on this? It is absolutely spectacular. They're worse than the... Do not run through my infantry! Welcome to every battle. Welcome to every battle. Okay, I'm going to tell these guys to run. These guys, you're going to run this way and you're going to be fine, okay? You're going to be absolutely A-okay. You guys get your phalanxes back down. These guys have not managed to dodge. A couple of them dead, not all of them. Their general's routing. Cooking rebels. I'm sure we just sent this guy for an auto-resolve before, to be fair, and he died. That's why I didn't send him in for this auto-resolve. Get into these archers. Guys, all of you are phalanx, and all of you just run in and take them down, okay? You're all an embarrassment. Bloody Seleucid. Bloody Seleucid. Fucking awful, the lot of them. I'm going to blow the Horn of Destiny, and that's only just because I don't want to lose more generals, not because I think anything of you. Right, you get out of there. These guys now go onto phalanx, which I probably should have done before, but there we are. I just wanted the mass numbers rout. Done. Done and done. Fucking hell. Right, well, another day, another stupid battle. But we'll take it. I like silliness. Those chariots are allergic to keeping their army safe. It turned out they weren't running them up, they were just routing, so it wasn't as bad as I thought. But it still disrupts your formation as you do it. This guy's still just running through us. Leave us alone. We want to have legs. Please let us go home. Okay, it's fine, let's just speed this up. They're rebels, they'll just die anyway, so yeah. So there we are, just absolutely no message. Didn't Chaos asking, did they get rid of the secondary or did they just fix AI so they stick to their pike? I think from what I hear it's more of they stick to the pike more rather than just removing the secondary weapon. Because removing the secondary weapon causes issues with like wall fighting, for example. Although I kind of find it interesting, you could use pike formation on a wall if it's wide enough. It'd be absolutely mental. So why not? Why not do that? But yeah. Anyway, another classic, simple mop-up battle that turned into a nonsense. Sir, you are a disgrace. He's a drill master. He's untouched by fear. Wow, that was generous. I know we charged him in a couple times. I mean, untouched by fear. Okay, very, very generous indeed. Fine. Well, at the very least, we'll just take it. Turncoat slave. Shield bearer because, you know, he ran away, and good commander. I would disagree with all of that, but hey-ho, we'll take it because we need anyone we can get. How is the family tree looking apart from all the dead people? Died in battle, died in battle. He died peacefully. See, that we killed someone properly. Died in battle. Okay, that's only recently. This is just that. That's just Thebes and Osaka. Is it Osaka? Osaka. That's the one. Okay, enemy army routes, lovely staff trait increase for Sneaky Lad. Alright, fine. So, we are slowly working our way to some of these territories, on which notes... Yeah, there's Damartha, the greatest town of them all. And these chariots are just going to make their way over there. Now, they found a general from their art, of course they have. What I wouldn't mind though is... a little bit of an iron artizata. Very nice. Now the general's over here. He looks like he's going to walk past us. Annoyingly, we actually don't have the population, so I'm actually going to get rid of one peasant for one of those, which is a mild improvement, I guess. I'm going to go this way, and he might react to us, which is fine if he does. I don't mind that too much, but it's still potential concern there, I suppose. You, my good sir, can you just also... Oh, one of these two spots is terrible for a tower, I'm sure. Can I go with that one? That one's good. Okay, we can at least see up the mountain pass now. We also need to deal with these lads over here, so let's go and clear out the Numidians. The Pontics. Do we actually want to take this guy? Yeah, that brings our allies out of the city, that's better. So, Yeah, as you say, they are not great, but there's just enough numbers to make this annoying, isn't there? Okay, let's swing on in. Let's take him down. So yes, Demon Chaos, Jesse Free says, Demon Chaos is a collision mechanic. They turned medieval 2 Platinum into Rome 2 and Rome 2 all phalanx. But there's a minor weakness, which is breaking cohesion mechanic. Interesting. Yeah, it's a bit weird that they did the update for the mobile and didn't do it for the main thing. I find that quite weird, to be honest. But, you know, there we go. They don't want to touch the old games, as it turns out. Right, we are attacking over here. The town should be over there somewhere, but I don't know that it's actually even in this as viewable. Okay, well, we aren't actually next to the town per se, it's just they are close enough. Fine. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a hill here, so we're going to have to kind of hold this position as our starting point. Which isn't too bad, but I kind of want to get near my reinforcements where possible. I will say you guys can go on to... you guys can skirmish on this occasion. Why not? You guys are not allowed. This guy's probably an absolute tit. Right.
But are they in time to take part in the battle?
Yeah, are they in time? They better be. They better cockin' be. Right, we're going to get everyone into position. Start shitting them down nice and early. They have peltas and all of that lovely stuff. Guys, this isn't where you're supposed to be. So, oh, they're over here. Is the town over there? Did I just completely fuck up where I thought everything was? I think I got my angles very confused, but they're not there anyway. I don't see the town. Well, it means we've got some units in behind, and they're over there as well. Let's just get them moving. They might actually get distracted by us, because they do often do that. Yeah, their general's actually facing us, which is amusing. Okay, we've got Eastern Infantry getting shot down. I'm going to tell my general to charge out, even though he'll just get himself killed or he'll run away, something like that. This guy, I don't think he's done anything too stupid yet, so we'll see about that. Peltas, though, can go down. I will blow the Horn of Destiny for good measure, because I don't expect anything good to happen. Otherwise, it's a real demolish through one side of the battlefield there. You guys, is anyone else actually in range? Not really. Really, just turn back around to this peltas then. That's absolutely fine by me. We are getting some good shots in though. As soon as someone else is in range, I'd quite like you to shoot them, but we can get the slingers back in front. That'll be absolutely marvellous. I think we just clipped their Eastern Infantry General. Please don't do that. I could see that's about to happen, but we just let it happen anyway. Oh, we've broken them. Yay. Okay. So the General will just deal with them. Archers are just shooting at whatever they can, which is currently into the general, so just hold off for a moment. But how are my reinforcements doing? They're in a good position actually on this hill here, so I'm just going to keep them on that hill. I need to run through my men to get there. General, you're going to get killed by our own units. You can see that happening right now. Okay, I'm going to start telling the rest of us to start moving forward. Okay. They are just running forward at this point, guys, so I would say, if anything, just make it nice and quick and get a shot in. Yeah, archers, shoot them in, shoot them down, shoot them down, shoot them down. We'll be fine. Yeah, animation spearmen to the pikes can also help their survivability. Yeah, I mean, it's always quite useful to have to kind of put some other units with them, sort of to double up. It does generally help quite a lot. They didn't quite charge in. Well done, guys. And you turn around, that'd be fine. So yeah, yeah, that can always be helpful. I think my thing is, like, there are lots of ways to mitigate the issues of the pikes in Medieval 2. It's just, you just want them to kind of work a little bit more like in Rome. I do think they're a little bit over the top in Rome, but it'd be nice if they're a little bit more of a balance between the two. These guys are very slow in getting into the battle. I wouldn't mind meeting them on that angle, but it's okay if not. We're doing okay right now. Are these guys still in range? Just out of range. I think the game knows that they're just out of range, doesn't it? Gonna start turning. Give them a wingle wangle. Might tease them. Might just... yeah, might just be able to grab this little hillock as we get into position. We can be shooting them down. Hopefully the pikes don't run too much into our own men. Just keep on giving it a jingle jangle. I'm only starting to run just to get these missiles in place nice and quick. Right, at this point, I'd say we're in a position where, yeah, the actual battle's going to take place here. These guys can stand their hill. I'm quite happy with them just holding position. They'll be fine if they're attacked, to be honest with you. What are you, just peltas? Oh, you're absolutely slaughtered. They're charging in their peltas. Sling in the face! Ka-chonk! I don't know that they actually threw their slings at all there. Oh, they ran into the pikes, turned back and just stabbed them. Lovely. Very nice. The slingers do generally pick up a fair few injuries, don't they, as they go. Peltas, that'll be fine. You guys deal with the Eastern Infantry over there. General's going to attempt to take some people down. You guys can stop shooting for a moment, just get yourself into position. That'd be lovely. General is dealing with them. Peltas should be getting shot by these guys. What are you doing? You're on 15 now. Fucking hell. So bad. So bad. Fall back. Right. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Okay. Archers, archers, archers. So they're now running off by the looks of it. They are also running off. Okay, General, fine. We can chase them. Chase them down, lad. Chase them down. Probably just chase down the ones that are already routing, to be honest. I'm going to tell these guys just to run over here. They will probably never catch them. If they do, then we'll take them down. So just get running. I don't think the General to do any more than he can definitely win. Just get on top of these guys. Get on top of them. There's quite a lot, and they're a little bit further away. We have missed them. Shame. Bit of a shame. But they'll be gone. And with any luck, we won't be seeing too many of them back again. Okay. And yeah, they're over there. We never really made it anywhere near them. Okay, don't charge a General through your phalanx, you dolts. Lots of dozen lads doing that. That shouldn't happen. Definitely shouldn't happen that way. Sometimes it would be bad for like formation and things, but it doesn't normally cause any actual like deaths or anything like that. Antiochus, a fair few kills, nothing too good, but there we are. JC3, also Mr. Thomas, I'm wishing Feral or Creative Assembly will add this cohesion mechanic in Medieval 2, so every mod will be able to rebalance the pikes again. It would be nice, but yes, apparently not. Right, you sir. I'm just gonna say. I'm just going to put a tower here. It's not great, but it will just do for the time being, just a little bit more vision. You get into Ansira. 255% public order. They're doing okay, aren't they? I'm just going to say, Mr. Chariots, I reckon you can come out here and win this, because Chariots are legendary. Lovely stuff. Now, oh yes, I was going to bribe these guys if we had the money. I wouldn't mind those mercs being on my side. So we'll see about that. Maybe we can manage to pull that off. Yes, we're just a very low on population over here. I mean, we have a bit in Pergamum, but it's not brilliant. 498. Yeah, it's really not good, is it? Not good at all. I swear I've ran. I'll take your word on Demon Chaos. I swear though, I do generally put cavalry around the back, but often the General will just run through, or at least some units will just run through the back of phalanx. Do you mean when I'm running back through my phalanx at the end? Because I swear that's not a thing, but never know. I might have been using all my hit points all these years, but either way, I think we'll try and avoid it anyway. It's generally better not to, just for general cohesion anyway. So what have we got? Hephaestus for the weapons. Okay, I think we're doing all right. The Parthians haven't been able to follow up on the brutal massacre which was that battle, so we'll get ourselves another spy. We're just getting to the point now where a lot of these rebel settlements are coming into range for us. We'll see what Armenia do, because they're the ones who are most unusual in the current situation. Yeah, so they're just going to attack us. Okay, depends what they have, but 3 hot plates is normally enough. Oh, interesting. Hi, it's more Armenia. Please don't tell me it's too much horse archer. It's not. So they do have some cataphract. General members, family members are always mildly annoying, if nothing. Eastern infantry versus my infantry is fine. My cavalry versus theirs is a swarm that's enough to win. And we have elephants just to tear it apart. And this is actually our good general who just got married, so hopefully he doesn't die. Yeah, well, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. If we can win this, it'll be very, very nice indeed. And because if you rewatch this afterwards, you'll see a dozen lads dropping as your general runs through the back of the phalanx. The front makes sense, not sure why the rear does as well. Fair enough. Fair enough, I'll happily watch that back. I will believe that these Greek generals die to anything, quite frankly, because they generally do. Okay, this is a bit unfortunate because we're kind of on this really close to the top of the hill, but not quite there. So this is going to be a case of cavalry giving us a bit of cover. So, Mr. Cavalry, that's going to be your job, not the general. We'll leave him here behind the line so that he can run through it and die later. That'll be fine. And we'll just leave the elephants onto one side as well. Now, okay, they're over. Very long line over there. Okay, all of you, off that formation. We're just going to have the longest line. We can match them up to some extent. Yes, okay, fine. We're going to do a little bit of matching them up here. And we're going to run into position. We'll just see what they do, because that could be very interesting. There are the horse archers. I'm going to say, let's just get 4 of them over there to deal with him. And I'm going to get 4 of them. Do I actually want them over this side of the battlefield? I might, you know. I'm going to send them over here instead. And I think I missed one of my guys, but he's now joined the fun. So that's fine. We will swing some over there because they've got some in that position. So what I want to do in my cav is just swarm, allowing me basically to deal with infantry without the cavalry, which should be ideal. So you guys are going to throw some javelins in, and their rocks might just catch them here. Might catch us as well. Come on, keep the charge. The rock is just going to catch them. We caught like one of them there. I'm just going to go keep an eye on what else is happening, because they are moving. Okay. I'm going to tell them to get information. Those are... You guys hang back here. Yeah, you just hang back there. And we've got 2 more of these guys you can just throw into them. Okay. These guys just going to throw into them. That's absolutely fine. You should have been slightly more facing them. I don't care about the civilians right now. Okay. So, ultra aggressive here at the start. Hopefully works out okay. I'm going to tell these guys to just pile into them as well. If nothing else, it's just the javelins are going to be happening. I'm hoping that the angles of my infantry aren't terrible, but we are a lot more split up than I wanted to be, that is for sure. Nonetheless, cavalry's doing its job. So we'll just leave that one to chase them down. The rest can come over here, because I think it'll be fine. It'll all be absolutely fine. Probably it's Eastern Infantry, and the cav are doing their job. So let's get our cav, include the civilian mercenaries, start swinging them round. It'll be absolutely fine. Infantry, you close into them. Yep. And here comes the mass round. Okay, I'm happy with that. Good. Okay, so as we swing across, we'll mop up every one of their fleeing fools. The only thing is that we do have to go and kill this general, who is now charging into the rear of this guy. So, you know, we lost one little area, but in general, it's going to be an absolute cocking massacre. So that's fine. Yeah, so these guys can just swing across. Oh, magnificent. Okay. So, pretty good in general. We obviously lost a small area of the battlefield, a couple units getting taken out by the general. But in comes the elephants, baby! And the general is going to get ploughed by the elephants. That will hold them in position. Whilst hopefully we do something with our cavalry. Eastern Infantry here. I don't know why they're still fighting. Apparently they are. Where's Mr. General? He's in here too. So yes, get the elephant over here. And just get the cavalry to join in. This is all a bit random, isn't it? We definitely like won one flank and lost the other. That's been an interesting one. There we go. The enemy general's fleeing. He's dead, and now we should be able to turn around and immediately rout these guys. Fine. Oh dear, it is a bit of a fun mess. I do like these fast-paced nonsense battles like this. They're good fun. Doesn't always need to be clean. At the start of the campaign, nice and clean victories is fine. At this point, no. Let's just be very, very, very silly indeed. So, with these being mopped up, I don't know if the battle's quite over. Is there like one unit still fighting? There's this one unit back here. Everyone, kill these hillmen, please. Thank you. And the rest of us are just going to mop up whatever's left of their eastern infantry. There's some on the battlefield. These peltasts aren't actually fleeing technically, so we should probably go and deal with them. These guys are way over there. You can go and mop up those peltasts because you dealt with those horse archers at the beginning of the battle. So that's absolutely fine. And the elephants have done their job. They've cleared them out. Fine, good, dandy. Okay. So. Very nice. I think we've mostly cleared them out. It's just like the odd unit here or there. We'll hopefully have these guys completely dealt with. Over in Alsacia, then we should have. Yeah, over in Alsacia, then we should have plenty of opportunity to just kind of bring together some forces to help this out. It will mean walking through Scythian territory potentially, which won't be ideal because I really don't want them to attack me, but I just feel like they're going to do it anyway. So they already don't like me. I've tried asking for any kind of positive diplomacy and they don't want it, so we'll worry about that later, I guess. But unfortunately they do have Thraspa, so it can be a little bit awkward to deal with. Good afternoon, says Quangler. So hello to you. And I think this is over, sadly. My lovely Armenian friends have lost. But we have elephants, so who can deny the elephants? Always nice to see these guys. Nothing silly happened with them yet. No elephant has fallen on our general today. That's good. Good work all. And we'll just speed this up. And I think that was very good overall. Yeah. Just a few deaths. Just a few deaths on that one flank where their general charged in. Are you guys going to do a better job of this? I'd really like these guys to actually be gone, but apparently you don't know how to horse. Yeah, we're not very good at horsing, as it turns out. Just joined back in. Has Egypt attacked yet? Egypt's dead, sir. Very, very dead. They died back in March. So many hot plates there. One of them gained experience, which is nice. With that then, Armenia gathering some men up in the mountains, as you might well imagine. So, these guys are sodding off. That's good. I'm surprised they didn't go for Thraspa, to be honest with you. But it's okay. Now, they do have more men over here, which is intriguing. Now, I'm just going to merge those together for the time being. This guy. Interesting. He actually has more than I might have thought for this. He hasn't got any infantry, though. What I don't want is to get stuck dealing with these forces forever. How is this force looking? There's actually quite a lot here, isn't there? We've got this guy and we've got the general coming too. Let's say, Mr. General, get yourself there, plonk a watchtower whilst we're wandering. And we'll bring ourselves over here. Now, we could go this way through, which would mean not going through their territory, which is probably what I'm actually going to choose to do. There's not too much infantry here, but this could be a reinforcement army as much as anything else. So I guess that is just what the situation is. So, reinforcements, ahoy, a few chariots. You know, I want to leave one chariot. Should I leave one chariot behind to defend the town? Probably a terrible plan. I'm going to send these guys out here. Alsacia is happy enough. The road's going to be too late, to be honest. So don't worry about that. Do those send the agent just to keep an eye on these guys? They're not doing very much, but I don't like them. So, okay, we're going to do that. Send them over in that direction. Agent found. Hatra, Armenia. Well, they're attacking it, so it's hardly surprising. Tarsus has its governor villa at last. We're going to get a port. Just give me money. We'll build a wall because it would be nice to just have slightly more defences there. Some more elephants over in La Capitale. So we'll just send them over to Tarsus, ready for the next part of the invasion plans. Seleucia has a market, get it, a temple. That'll be okay. Get some more peasants. Anywhere we can just grab some peasants is probably good. Susa, anything to make it happy is probably good. The Sims 4. Oh, it's one of those bank holiday weekends, is it? Jerusalem, sewer. That'll be fine. We've got a little bit more money, but not a lot actually. Thebes trader. Get yourself a sewer because you'll be growing stupidly fast before long. But you do have some more men to retrain before that. Okay, over in Petra. Can we reach that? I don't think so. Oh, just. I'm going to say general goes first. Oh, the gate's open. The gate is open, which is very interesting. The AI does find it very, very easy to give you victory with the gate open. Shall we test that theory? Let's test that theory. Let's see. Clear victory. Wow. I lost some good Cretan archers there. But we've gained a town. We're going to occupy for reasons. Because we don't want another town that's tiny. But we will bleed a little bit of it. Actually, no, let's not bleed a little bit of it. What have we got here, by the way, in this army? Is there anything we actually just want to disband? We might do. So, probably shouldn't have wrecked some of my good units there, to be honest with you. 17 to 4. Fine, we'll let it grow. It'll grow in a turn or two, and then we can send these guys off. There's no rush over there. We do want to head over to Bostra, but to be honest, at this point, I'm just kind of happy, just kind of getting things captured. So I'm going to send these guys back, I think is my plan. If these guys want to take us on, they're welcome, but we're going to go and tackle them first. And that will give us time for this next army just to head around and help out. More Scythe chariots because that only works well. And I really, really should consider actually clearing some of the rebels. I've cleared some of them, but I probably should clear a few more. So you come and join him. At this point, though, quite happy with how this is going. Decorated hero, very nice. Got another ship down here, might be the same one to be honest. There we are, it's sunk. Excellent news all around. Don't have the money to bribe him, but what we might have is enough forces to go and take this anyway. So I'm going to say Pergamum, you can just keep on building up. You sir, in the Comedia, just consolidate. Byzantium held on, that's very nice. Macedonia failing there. There's some good units in Byzantium to be fair. Yeah, you've got those hoplites. And if they win one battle, yeah, with those units, and actually clearly the rebels have purchased extra there as well. They spent some of their meagre money on some of that. Brutii, can we trade rights, please? Eva. So hopefully we'll be nice friends as a result. We will grab their map information. They just had themselves Illyria and Dalmatia. Very nice. Not too much more information going on. Don't know too much. Fine. That's of interest, but nothing too exciting. Now we know that these guys over here, by the way, are spying on us. So I'm going to send this spy down to spy on them because I think that's only fair and reasonable. So let's just make sure we know what they are doing. But I think in general we'll be fine. I'm just going to get a peasant out of there. Just bleed the peasants out and get a load of archers. That'd be fine. Okay, we're looking quite good. We've got some good troops retrained over here, so it's not the worst idea to go and mop that up in time if we need to. But it's not the most immediate thing. Was there any more battling that we need to do this term? I don't think so. Our money's looking a bit tighter than it used to, but to some extent, that's just because I'm spending it. And we are... Yeah, I guess we're building up some more troops now. We're sort of less on the edge of spending every last penny on every last random unit we can afford. But let's just keep an eye on the money because we don't want it to be too stupid. But we do want to try, as we continue today and on the next live stream, to just push into these Armenian and Pontic territories. But they're kind of secondary to simply grabbing the... oh, very nice. We can... What's in here, by the way? 2 of these guys. Okie dokie. Well, we'll just leave that for the time being. We'll just keep it under siege. No trouble there. Message retracted. I will never know. Money's tight because I'm spending it. Is how money gets tight. Yes, well, You know, am I wrong? I'm not wrong. So yeah, I've got no counter argument really, but that's what I'm going to stick with. But yeah, you got to spend money on this game. If you've got money left over, you probably should be spending it somewhere else. So we have ourselves some marriages, which is this guy that I've just clicked on twice because I'm really clever. And recruitment report, I meant to not click off construction report because I do like to see what we're up to, but I forgot. So paved roads over here. We're not far from growing now. So I'm going to get a bit of the basic economy stuff in there, but let's bear that in mind. Pontus. Do we want in someone at Antioch, actually? No, where's my spies from? Is it Sidon? Are you spy land? You are a spy land, if nothing else. Seleucid, just drawing on in. We'll need as many of you as possible to win that, I guess. And how happy are we if I sod off right now? Not happy. Not a surprise, to be honest. 55. It's not terrible. We'll just leave you. I don't really want to leave the archers behind. You can go there. So you head over in this direction. Jerusalem has a couple peltas to help you, and you can just wander over and take that because we might as well get it under our control. Now, we do have a few towns that aren't building anything. Temple, never a bad choice, really. Sardis, no Pergamum, nothing. Rhodes doesn't need anything. Okay, yeah, I'm quite happy sending these guys. Let's just leave one of you behind. Over to this bridge. See if they fancy the chances. Why not? We'll see what wants to happen over there. I'm tempted to send this guy over to Sardis just to be a bit more central, but I am not sure. We'll keep him there just for the time being. And otherwise, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We'll just end our turn, I think. We've got a tiny bit of spare money, but not a huge amount. Most places are building things anyway, so as long as they are building things, I don't feel like I'm wasting my time. Alexandria should be building, though. Get the roads. Roads is always sensible to have. There's our spy over in Siwa. Oh yes, this is this turn we're supposed to be taking on this guy. Let's go and do that. So what is he? Horse archers? Yeah, so similar to last time, but hopefully we'll be slightly less stupid. Let's hit on him. Clear him out. Tristan doesn't give a bonus like in level 2, right? I don't believe so. I don't think so.
A battle is never an easy.
Okay. They have this hill, which I feel like they might use, but I'm going to slightly angle it just in case. We have these 19 who exist for some reason. Lovely stuff. Okay, and realistically, I think it's just a case of put the cavalry in front because we're just going to be running them forwards just to do a bit of skirmishing. We'll keep our elephants on one flank, keep the general in behind, and weirdly they're not using the hill too much. A little bit. Oh dear. The reinforcements got stuck in my group in there. Fine. So I'm gonna say cavalry. Yeah, militia cavalry, get yourselves forward. Now as for these guys, they're in a terrible position down that hill. We're just going to move them around. So they are going to take up that position, which is a bit of a shame. What we might do then is... yeah, I'll tell you what. We're just going to grab these guys and we're going to say... just stop moving around here. That'll be fine. Just get yourselves over there. You don't need to run anymore. You can just wander. And... let's just see what the situation is. Here's an old demented temple. Very nice. Demented is perhaps a strong word. Just got some archers up there, which is not too bad. Maybe someone should do a better job of looking after the place. Maybe it wouldn't be so smashed up if you guys didn't keep on invading, you bastards. Oh well. Right. So we are going to have to do a bit of a shuffle here by the looks of it. And their guys are running towards us. Not sure why, but they are. Get these peasants into the flank because apparently they want to come and take us on. So we might as well go and join them. They're feeling secure on the hill. You probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't, lads. But we'll see how they feel in a moment. Yeah, they don't feel so great about it now. Hardly surprising. Just send one of these cav over here just to go and eviscerate them. There are the peasants just joining into battle, and we'll see how the peasants get on. It's kind of a free hit with the peasants anyway. These guys are just basically a population boom somewhere else in the Empire. So the cavalry are about to arrive at the same time as the hoplites, and the hoplites can turn to phalanx right now! Phalanx! There we go. So turn off your javelins, lads. There's no need for any of that. The rest of this is fairly normal. Okay, we're going to grab all of our infantry now and just walk across this way, so at least a bit of a straighter situation. See if we can turn them. Might be able to turn them, actually. We'll see about that. We will see about that. So bring everyone over here. Literally everyone. Because this is an awkward battlefield. But we'll just see how it works out. Now the thing is, they're going to put all their cav on one side. Yeah, a bit of a weird kind of checkerboard this, isn't it? But I don't really... They've got enough horse archers where I can't just be mad in my charge here. I need to be a little bit sensible. So we'll keep an eye on that. 27 people here right now. Welcome to you all to a series of horrendous morale catastrophes, which is the Seleucid campaign. Welcome. Now there is a tiny useless unit back here. He just needs to sod off. So yeah, you get yourself in there, and that'll be absolutely fine. That'll do. So we're now in a newish formation. I wouldn't say it's much of a formation, but it's a thing. And we just start moving towards the enemy at this point because it kind of is just what it is. What I probably want to do is get these guys wandering forward. I'm going to say peasants go on to loose. And I'm going to say as we move forward to this next step of about here, firstly actually I want all these guys to just go wide. Like really wide. How wide should we go? That'll do. Let's go wide like that. But I'm going to tell these guys to kind of run into that position, so hopefully they take the hits. What I want from my cavalry, meanwhile, is there's their general. All of you into those horse archers. So we'll swing into position over there, and you guys into there. So some of our guys are being shot because the peasants are not running like I want them to, or are not running as quickly as I wanted them to. My cav are coming in. We are taking some big hits, but we're just going to have to take it until we're in javelin range. Cavalry, charging please. Okay, elephants are coming in. They're going to do some damage to us, but it's fine. We've got the horse archers pinned. The Sarmatians are pinned as well. Counter any horse archers you can, and I am happy with it. Head for the hills. Indeed, you should be. So all cavalry. Start moving down the hill on them. You get into those lads. Yeah, you just chase them down. Infantry all head into those eastern infantry. That'll be fine. And I think at this point they are just running in such a way whereby we just need to take out whatever units we can because the cavalry are unfortunately going to get away. All missiles off, please. Missiles off for these lads too. And I think we'll be absolutely fine. Lovely. So they're eviscerated pretty efficiently, I would say. Let's just grab someone who's not doing too much, and they can come and help with these guys. Oh, nice little ring of doom there. Very good work by the hoplites. Yeah, looks like the battle is done. Okay. Does those get better pikemen than the levy pikemen? Did we get one up from them? I can't remember now. We'll have to have a little check in a minute because yes, at the moment we're not really building up our level of army. We kind of reached the sort of start of like the next tier. We've got access to elephants and archers, and we do have some of the pikes. So we've got kind of some of our options, but not, you know, we've got some of the mid-tier options at this stage. So I'm happy with that, but it's not as perfect as it could be. So, into Sardis. Very nice. House of Brutii just wandering around. Midius spying on us. The Fiends. giving us a pretext for our invasion. Thrace giving a go at Byzantium. They'll also lose. How's Scipio the most advanced? How disgraceful. Sidon, we have a town that's grown. Lovely. You can have sewers once you've grown. You can probably have some other stuff. Cassandros, very nice. Flexible and unusual. Okay, that's all fine by me, to be honest. Let's just start getting people into more tactical settlement choices here. Can't actually click on either of those because the game's gone a bit funky on me. Good. Money is okay. Money is okay. I'm just going to say, just continue to take men from the town, really, and we will wander up in that direction. Let's see, move over here. Where's our border end? This is all Medea. So yeah, we'll just lay the odd watchtower as we go. Pretty nice. There's that general who's been standing there forever, but we're not going to do anything about him because why would we? Construction report, port over in Tarsus. That is very nice indeed. We'll get the road next after the wall. Cook for Alexander, nice. We've got a runner as well. That's always good to have. Pergamum shipwright. That's worth a fair bit of money. I'm going to say get the sewers because you are growing fairly swiftly. Sidon's communal farming. You're already growing. We know that already. Jerusalem sewers. Get a market. We're going to have more borders for you to trade with in a minute. And Thebes has some sewers too. I would say mines +1. If we can afford it, you should be getting it. Good. Good, 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 good. So, at this point, things looking pretty solid. What have we got elsewhere? You actually do want to lead these. Ooh, 17. They're all looking pretty good. We could get an academy for you. Could we get an academy for you? Not sure. Yes, we do get Silver Shield Pikemen. I thought we got something like that. So yes, we do have these guys at the next level of city, but we just don't have the infrastructure for them right now. Probably a good idea to get that here. So we've got, yeah, the Levy Pikemen, the Phalanx Pikemen. So, but there's a lot of basic infrastructure I don't have here already. That's the only thing. When we do have, over in Alexandria, probably a better... So, actually, no, it's not you, it's Thebes, isn't it? But Thebes is tiny right now. Okay, well, I had to have a think about that. Some of these are really basic, like, because we've been battling Egypt straight away. We've kind of left them a little bit backwards in terms of their development, I would say. So, yes. Should we just do another auto-resolve with this army and see how much they embarrass themselves? Auto-resolve! Excellent. I'm going to enslave them for killing Cretians, but it's fine. Right. Road and wall. I don't know that you ever need a wall. We'll ignore a wall, and then when the rebels attack us, it's going to be hilarious. That'll be fun. So, spy. It's looking better now. It's looking better. We've got more empire. It's kind of gradually being eaten up. We'll let you win on the end turn because no one needs to be that badly embarrassed, sir. And we are kind of out of money because I'm spending it because that's how money works. So with that, all is looking good. Silver Shield's not as good as Macedon Royal Pikes, but still pretty solid. Yeah, I think they're kind of very similar to the Thracian ones, aren't they? Are they the Bronze Shield ones? I think they're similar to them, but and the Pontics have a very similar one too, don't they? But they're not the perfect, but they're decent. On a huge unit scale, they are horrific, though. They're not, but actually they're quite nice to have in this part of the world, just to bleed dry. I'm just going to be pumping Phalanx Pikemen and other Pikemen out of these towns forever, I would say. Yeah, we haven't even got basic barracks there. Memphis, meanwhile, is on the archer train. I'm going to say we can just get this up to a very high tax rate now. No need to keep that on low. Thebes, I mean, it's on a low number population, so it's going to be a bit low to trickle up. Did we get any peasants? We did. I will send them down to Thebes. So peasants over there can go deal with that problem. Things though, Empire's looking solid now. Empire is looking solid. What are we on? 19 regions. So we're getting 3 today so far. Mostly it's about consolidation and a bit of the rebel territory. These guys have gone in the town. Bit of a shame. But we'll just put it under siege and just let that continue. Sardis, meanwhile, we will just get another unit in there just because why not? This guy's still just poking around. well worth looking at the mercs in the area. Oh, the hoplites, very nice. Yes, I should be hiring some of those up. A good reason, by the way, for him to be a bit further south in that part of the world. You, sir, how about you? Yeah, just Silesians over here. I think we want to be grabbing this guy and getting him involved in a war of some sort. I think he needs to get busy. So I think we're going to grab Palmyra and Demartha on the end turn. And with those two, yeah, we can send some of these guys over towards Tarsus and we can start just doing something towards the Pontics because they've been causing us too many awkward issues and we've not been doing enough back to them. So, unless I miss something obvious, I think it's pretty much end turn kind of a time. You're around here, you're around there. They're going to join up together as we move forward. Very nice. So, Pergamum, under siege. Not surprising, but we'll see about that. The late game pipe for Seleucid Silver Pikeman, as JC3 says. I'm quite keen on making live stream for Medieval 2 of Rome Total Mobile, but I have no idea what apps are best for mobile live streaming. Not sure for mobile live streaming. Oh dear, they actually want to sally forth. This actually could go really, really wrong, especially with a chariot general. That sounds exciting. This is going to be fun. I don't know about for mobile. I mean, I use OBS for my recording, both the live streams and the normal videos. No idea if there's an OBS for your phone. Oh, yeah. Oh God, we're down the hill. Of course, we're down the hill. Okay, two options in this kind of battle. Right, off phalanx. Is there a hill behind us? There's a downward hill. There's a Colossus. Hi, Colossus. There's no hill behind us, which is not good. So, what that probably means is that better choice is thus to run forward. Which could go very wrong with some missiles, but we're just going to have to see how it goes. So, yeah. Okay, we're going to run forward. Just see how this goes. I'm sure it'll be fine. It should be absolutely fine. So, get people forward. And we're just going to see how this goes. It's fine. If not, it's just some rebels. Now, I'm going to use the chariots to reinforce morale, or not enforce their morale. That's basically the plan here. So we will see how this goes. It could be very interesting indeed. I've told them not to run yet because they wanted to run through my lands. Because I do have some sense occasionally. So we'll see about that. Now the other thing we could do, 44 players, not doing that. The other thing you can do is get the gate to sort of, if you kind of work your way through the gates, often the game will kind of like, they often decide they want to defend the city now rather than attack you. So that can be quite a good way of just like keep forcing them back in the city, which can be quite advantageous, of course. So Grecian archers, Grecian archers actually got involved right at the front there. That's interesting. Okay, so they're going to start moving in a little bit more. I'm just going to start really pressing this in a bit closer. No, not you. Just press this in a little bit closer. Press it in just a little bit closer. Oh, yeah. Okay, so as they come out, they're going to run into the meat grinder. They don't really want to do it, but they might get themselves caught in a moment as they do, which would be much, much better. Okay, you. I'm going to tell you just to get yourself in there, and you just to get yourself in there. And hopefully that'll be fine. The chariots are close enough, hopefully, to do something. You guys, just about in position. So this is like the reverse city defense now, which is good fun. Just get a screenshot of my brother. There you go. I'll put it on the Discord for a fun little screenshot of the stupid battle. So yeah, this might work out quite well. This could work out very well because they're being quite stupid. You just get into the city with your chariots and close the gates. Good deed. This seems to be working quite well because apparently they just want to leave the city right into the pikes, which is quite spectacular. These guys are dying quite badly. So I'm just going to slow this down a moment. Just so you guys, you get yourselves into that position. And these guys just going to go out of formation for a minute and just jog back out of the way. These guys are just not quite engaging them, are they? Yeah, I think that's what's happening. They're just getting caught a little bit. Get yourselves over there. Just need to go the tiniest bit further. And phalanxing. There we go. We've got them now. You guys just replace them, just to give them a bit of a rejig. There we go. No, decided we're not playing Destiny 2. Thank you very much. We were considering it earlier with the other awful battle, but this battle's going much better. So, there we are. We'll just let them die. Thankfully, you could get in phalanx. Phalanx would probably help. Yes. Just going to take it just a tiny bit further forward. Thank you very much. No, no, no. What is it with the right side? Don't do that, you utter fools. So, rebels. Rebels are my friends. I get confused between which faction I'm playing as sometimes. Right, well, there you are. Apparently they just didn't want us to do any fighting. So we'll just put these guys into that position now. It'll be fine. Probably. So, you know what, yeah, you can just join the big chunk. Just slightly move the chariots forward. And are they going to keep on running into the Greek minder? The Greek death minder, pike minder, spike thing? I think so. They're going to casually just keep on walking into it. So we'll just let it run for the time being. Oh dear. Yes, we do generally, as the rebels, do quite like a good in running into the city behind their backs thing. Definitely a few of those on the rebels campaign. If you are watching that, always good fun to see. Let's get these guys back, because we don't need them to die. And as soon as this guy routes, no, they're going to send more in. Don't really want to send people out when they're currently sent them in, but let's just get these two units. I don't know how they've managed to die so bad, but anyway, apparently they have. So they can just move themselves out so they're not a big morale risk, which they already are, but we'll just hope for the best. Okay, this is very, very silly, it should be said. Let's slightly angle this. Oh no, don't do that, Thomas, they're idiots. Don't ever change anything at the gateway, they can be so stupid. Right, at this point then, just attack them, it's fine. Let's let them do their own thing now. Okay, well, Heliconassus. Going better than I thought. Militia hoplites. That's the general, that's why he isn't gone in yet. So I'm just going to say just start pushing. And we can walk through the gate a little bit. Might just activate something. No, don't, no, okay, we don't want to get into the gate. Do you want the gate or not? Just start walking in. And stop there. How are they going to feel about this? Yeah, spiky gate. Facing the wrong way. There we are, now they're facing the right way. They've captured our walls! Look to the inner defences! Okay, it's mildly amusing. So I'm going to face that way and poke them. If this draws them out, then it's fine. If it doesn't, it's going to be annoying because they might just suddenly win from nothing. Okay, they're now getting side poked. That's the general getting poked. That's good. Don't trust anyone enough to actually move anything around. They are not too worried about the chariot right now. Interesting. Very interesting. Just let them slowly die to the boat machine. I think we're largely there now. Some of them are stuck outside the gate and are now joining. I'm going to tell these guys to start marching forward. Same with these guys. Hopefully they'll march in formation somewhat. Yeah, anyone want to do it? There's such a big pile of corpses here at this gateway. It's absolutely silly. Okay, infantry now in the city.
Press forward so that the spirit of his army
I guess we could press forward. Yeah, why not? Get the infantry in there. Get the infantry in there. Maybe we'll just send the chariots in just for the lols. Because I think if they start moving in, we'll just be able to charge forward. Right. So I'm just going to start saying, just send them in, and we'll hopefully just get a mess round. That's what I'm hoping for. There's one unit on the plaza, damn it! As long as they're not on the plaza,
The enemy general is running away.
it's all fine.
This is no way
You know
for
what, it's
Athena
fine.
to
We'll just let the
behave.
chariots
But
do
in
their
battle,
filthy,
it is beyond
filthy
belief.
work. They'll try and side them down. They'll fail miserably. Eventually we'll win. So that'll be fine. I wasn't expecting this to go so well. Backed up his leg. Always good. Time for a victory sip. Oh, he's been killed! I like that one. Greek voice crack narrator, man. I might just send these guys out. I feel like they're not doing very much at this point. Guys, get the sod out of there. Right, all infantry. Once they're gone, we'll send these guys in instead. Because we could just finish this. Okay, everyone get him. And try and kill someone. Preferably one of them. Can we win? I think we're going to win! Yay! We have a wonder. Okay, very nice indeed. Ooh, so that's good. We're going to catch, I think, 3 this turn. We will enslave because that's always a good option. Please don't clip that audio. And archers and Bedouins. Okay, fine. We'll let them sally forth as well. But we'll probably just we'll let them come out a little bit more, I think, on this occasion. Because there's less of an advantage to us doing it, because there's only a couple of units. So, you guys drop them. And Mr. General, should we just send in the chariots? Let's send in the chariots. That can never go wrong. I don't think these guys are in phalanx, and I won't worry about charging the phalanxes apart from all of the chaos it causes. Charge into the archers. And they are probably unhappy about this scenario. That'll be the general fleeing almost immediately, you'd probably say. There we go. Want to die anytime soon, sir? Nope, it's just us dying. Absolutely excellent. We've now got one routing to the archers. Don't know how, but apparently we have failed to take out the archers. So that's just great. Send in the general to try and do the job. I know they've got experience on them, so, you know, fair enough. But, like, seriously, lads. Come on. Right. Get them in. Everyone who votes, by the way, for the Seleucids are the best units. Yeah, you can sod off. You're wrong. You're so wrong. Look how terrible they've been this whole campaign. Look how terrible they are at the start of the game. Like, I don't get how good and varied their army is. It's terrible at the start of the campaign. Absolute joke. Right, you get yourself over here. You follow them into the city and you start running forward. I'm giving them instructions, thank you. Enemy general is dead. Our guy needs to get in the cocking city before the chariots run us down. They're the Bedouins. And we'll just see what nonsense occurs. Right, there we go, there's victory. We're just going to take victory before it all goes wrong. It only went mildly wrong. That's good, we'll take mildly wrong. It's all perfect. So there's another place. Well, again, we're enslaved. And Damartha. There we go. So we're going to complete our collection of many of our rebel cities. Bedouin archers, Bedouin warriors. Do you want to... Yeah, fine, we'll just swing in. We'll do it again. It's fine. I really don't trust the auto-resolve anymore. And will they take some victory sips for victory? Which means I'm not ready as they come out. Okay, what are we doing here? Bedouin warriors. You guys just slowly walk towards the plaza. It's going to go very wrong, actually, isn't it? Yeah, it could go very wrong. You guys are just going to go loose, please. You can just be a distraction. In general, I think what we're just doing is getting these guys to walk into them, really, aren't we? I think so. So you get yourselves in there. And this hopefully won't be too terrible, but it could be. Really, really could be. So they're going to charge on in to the peasants, but they're going to catch the hoplites instead, which is quite amusing. So, into the hoplites go the camels. We're going to make sure they get cut off, and they won't escape into the city. Peasants are going to panic slightly, but that's fine. They're a bunch of numpties anyway. So yes, camel's going to headbutt some of our Steves here, but this one's going to get up. Get up! Steve, get up! I'm having Last of Us 2 flashbacks now. Okay, Steve isn't going to get back up. And the phalanx is nowhere near it anymore. So apparently we're going to have to charge in the general, who is doing the job just about, but the peasants did give up because they're a bunch of
Way
fools.
for a leader to behave. But
No.
in battle, it is beyond
Where
belief.
is their other? I tell him to run. Down goes the camel.
Slain, and now his men
And
fear us.
they're over
It is
there.
time to press the attack.
I'm going to tell you to get off phalanx. You can run in there. You're off phalanx. You run in there, and you can just run over here and just engage him. What are they doing? Are they going to run back to the plaza? They are running back to the plaza. We might just beat him there, which is ideal because we can now take him out. Quickly pathfinding nonsense. I ask you to change angle. Right. Don't worry about the timer. We're going to take him out. Blow the horn of destiny, wherever you are, and we'll run on in. Right, hopefully the camels won't kill us, but you never know. It generally goes very wrong for us, so we'll see how it goes. You get yourself over here. You get yourself onto the plaza. We haven't really lost the hit points yet, so I feel okay. Wavering. 56. There's victory. We'll just take it. Very nice.
Worthy of
Archilochus Philomaneus. Your name is too long for conquering this territory, to be honest, sir. But we've taken it. Very nice. Nothing to enslave. So you get to be safe. There we go. Look at this. Got ourselves territory. We're going to run away. Are they happier when he just left? Not surprised. His name's too long. Imagine it on all the walls everywhere. Okay. No need to worry about that. Get them a farm because they need stuff and things. And that'll be fine. Most advanced faction. Lovely. And to be honest, we might as well be sending these guys in various directions. So you over there, you over there, and you, sir, should be building a tower around about there or something. I don't know. You can build us a watchtower. Turn expands. Petra has expanded. That's good news. Don't need to worry about any units over there. It's happy enough. Bostra, how are you doing? Don't need to worry about a war. That will never go wrong with that situation. I'm gonna say we might as well grab these guys. You can head back to the one city we can train you in. So you go to Memphis. That'll be fine. You can be disbanded. You can be disbanded. I'm gonna take these guys over there. Bostra's just gonna have itself a peasant. That'll be fine. Okie dokie. Faction announcements. Some people body slave. Not surprising. We just got a load of slaves from various rebel territories. Road and farm. Very nice. And Halicarnassus. Has anyone claimed this yet? No. We're going to go grab that in a minute then. That's the next stop off. So, for that though, we probably do need another unit or two because there are some good ones there. So we'll grab... Do we want a chariot? No, we won't grab another chariot, but we'll just grab another infantry. You guys can do some merging. That's pathetic. What's left of you after all of that? So, spy... Yeah, okay. Booty McGee, you grab them. In fact, we will take you because we've actually got quite a bit of money right now. So maybe, just maybe, we can do this with money instead. So, if we get ourselves over here, can the army get off? No, they can't. Brilliant. Send him over here. Send the agents over there, and hope that lot won't get sunk. Now, 2 units and a chariot. It's not brilliant. So this guy, do a bit of merging. Leave behind the inexperienced lads. And yeah, just take some of them with you, that'll be fine. You head back over here, we want you over here anyway, so that'll be fine. Salamis has grown, oh thank God, this one really needs to grow. So yeah, quite a lot of these places kind of growing this particular occasion. This is very nice indeed. Very high tax rate for you. That's your reward. Temple for Hephaestus. Yes, grab the Odeon. Let's just be happy. Memphis for the Agora. Let's just get some farms. Keep that growing because we're going to need more and more people. And Bostra has the road and we're going to get itself a farm. Good, 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 good. Do camels usually fail to scare horse units such as the general? I don't think it makes any difference. I do generally use camels as a kind of auxiliary unit just to help kind of with the morale flick, but I don't think it's really. I think it's just a small, like, one measure of morale or something. It's not a huge amount. So I don't know that you necessarily notice it with, say, a general, for example, but you know, I do like to throw them in. I don't think it's enough to break the general 1-on-1 like we just had there, though, but it does give me a slight worry because our guys have been absolutely sodding useless throughout most of this campaign. So there we go. Okay, we just lost the experience on them. Did someone gain the experience back? You at least got it back. Okay. I'm going to say, bring you round to here. We'll take a little trip across. You decide on to get retrained. You up to Hatra just to get us something in there. And you can have some peasants and we'll put your tax rate low so you can grow with your new farms. Very nice. As for this then, we'll retrain because we need something in this town for the 17th attack on the city. We can go stand on El Bridge because why wouldn't we? You stand here so we can build a new watchtower which just gives us a tiny bit extra vision. And as we arrive together, then we'll start smashing Armenia. Don't really have the best army, to be honest, do we? But we have something. We'll see how it goes. Could do with the elephants over there, but we haven't sent them in that direction, so I guess we won't. That's unfortunate, isn't it? A couple of turns until Salamis can get its port and actually really start doing something useful. Now we do have quite a lot over here, should be said. They're still sending their army in that direction, presumably towards Cyrene. We'll get you in here. Don't want Cyrene. Probably do, you know. Probably do. Maybe that's what we want to be doing now with some of these guys. So I'm going to grab, let's say 4. Let's say 4 archers. We've got them, so we might as well. 6 of you, 4 of you. 4 of you, fine. And I'm going to say we'll grab 1. So we've got 1 of those infantries. We'll grab... we probably do want a general out there, but I'm not sure we want Alexander out there. That'd be a bit of a waste. So maybe that's what Broccoli does. Yeah, Mr. Broccoli. You can bring yourself over there, but we don't have boats for you, so you get yourself over here. We'll get you a boat. You can come join this force. And yeah, you know what? Not a terrible idea. We're going to grab a nice big chunky army for Cyrene. That'll be good. That just means we'll be able to hold out and it'll be a good staging post for if we need it in the future. I kind of like Rhodes just giving me some chariots when I need them. I'm happy enough with that. Sardis must grow one day. Please grow one day. I think we need to start this move against the Pontics though at this point, which is obviously what we're doing over here. So I think it's largely time enough to end our turn. You have yourself a farm. You honestly don't have a lot up here, do you? Parthia are still floating around, actually. That is of concern to me, actually. Low tax rate. I think we need some more troops in there right now, just in case they do come back. So let's just send a load of our peasants over there. Some of the, I think these peasants were just here to actually keep it happy, rather than anything else. So we'll deal with that in time. So yeah. We'll grab some of that, but we will just get another peasant just to keep it ticking over. Fine. Right, people are pretty happy across my empire in general, so that's fine by me. Right, how is the chat doing? I can see we're on 24 right now. We're at 3:30. Interesting. I saw this back under siege again. There's so many little forces. Armenia on the bridge. I don't know that we have any archers here, by the way, but they do. Yeah, we have javelins. We have these archers. Fine. While they can throw themselves across, we'll try and do what we can with the javelins, with the missiles even. He wants to go home. He doesn't get to go home. Damn it. But yes, we'll probably go for the next half hour or so. Get to 3 hours. 3 hours is kind of my standard for these live streams, so that's what we're going to aim for. Is there a little ford over here? Looks a little bit like one, but it isn't. No. Nothing over here by the looks at either. Okay, it's got the one crossing. A little bit concerned that they have the missiles here, but we will see how that goes. We've got 5 in the 2. Let's keep those 2 in reserve, I would say. And keep the general back here, that'll be fine. Keep the elephants as a crazy charge option. And I would say these guys can just be loose in that kind of an area. And to be honest, I suppose we'll just have these guys in and around. We'll just see how that goes. Right, into battle. And what are they going to do? I imagine the horse archers will be annoying, but we'll just have to see. We'll have to see how quickly they want to come in. We can get people in position pretty quickly if we want. So, just going to say, we'll just get these 3, but we'll put the other 2 in position when the time comes. Looks like Sarmatians are going to just head straight across, so I'm actually just going to say we'll put them here. These are cheap to retrain. We'll just get them in position. Happy enough with that. They are attacking us, indeed they are. I'm not surprised about that, but if I can just tease them into attacking. Come on, come across the river. They're nearly in position actually. Probably should have just held back a bit longer, but it's fine. We're pretty cheap lads here, and their infantry is nearly in the column. Yeah, they're waiting for the proper column. But there we go, they're going to come on in. Not particularly ideal really, but we have, you know, done what we had to be in position here. It's not kind of perfect ring either, but to be honest, I didn't really want to move them anymore once they're in position. So, then I'm coming across, general's coming, ooh, doesn't like that. Okay, why are you routing? Wow, okay, I know they got shot a little bit, but even so, that's a bit pathetic, isn't it? Right, well, that's fine, we've got reinforcement infantry if we need them. I would say we might need them. So bring them forward, and the javelins can do their job in time. These guys are really struggling. Get your phalanxes back down, lads. Come on. These guys can just move forward. Little shuffle, thank you. If you set up your hoplites parallel to the bridge, they will pike them in halfway onto the bridge. Yeah, I know. You really want to expose it to those archers with 0 armour? I know, it's fine. I wanted, I was anticipating the cavalry charging just a little bit quicker than they did. But it's fine. They're cheap enough, lads. Right, get the cavalry across at this point. We'll just push into them, and hopefully we'll be fine. Let's make sure our phalanxes are down for a moment, and I think we'll just break them as we push. That's absolutely okay. Ignore the elephants, but everyone else can just pile across the bridge, and we'll clear out as much as we can. It'll be fine. We'll take the odd loss here from the horse archers still, but we've got the cavalry now just to kind of run them down if that's how they want to do it. But yeah, not too shabby. I'd rather, as I say, they're cheap units. I'd rather just get everyone in position on this occasion. Just make sure we're there ready to take out the general, because they're the kind of unit where if they're not in position, they will just rout very easily. So for me, it's that thing of I'd rather just take a chunk of losses, just make sure we're in position, standing still, because there's been quite a lot of times on this campaign, like today, literally, where they just you ask the militia to shuffle slightly and they just wander off. So I'd rather they just be in position, even if they got to take a fair few losses. But it's fine. Taking out the general. General was good to go. He's actually quite a decent general, from if that's the portrait of the guy I thought it was. So we'll take it. It's absolutely fine. They got a fair few kills for bridge battle, but we don't have any missiles. Not really a bridge battle kind of an army, but we've got the bridge held. Artazata, full stack, kind of defended that now. The Greek cities want ceasefire, but they want roads. You're not getting roads, thank you very much. I'll give you that, but I'll just give you that. Yay, it will shame a hell lot. Well, You're the ones with the helots. We'll take some trade rights, thank you very much. And we'll also take some map information for map information. They must decline for they have nothing. Of course, they have nothing. Useless. Right.
Yes, my lord.
The rebels are actually in the city, which is unusual. Very unusual.
Yes, Captain.
Okay.
Lead the army.
Well,
Disembark. Sir. My lord.
that is of interest. How much is it to bribe it? They will not have it. Okay, fine. Well, we're going to start the siege. Should we start the siege? Yes, we will.
Attack.
We will, because it's going to be absolutely fine. We'll just besiege that. I mean, we've got these guys under siege as well. That's just annoying. Fine. Right, well, we're going to go clear these guys out. Diplomatic information. Seleucids and Greek cities are now at peace. Parthia and Dacia are allies. I hate Dacia now. Nothing too important there. Antioch has paved roads. That is good, but more importantly, it has grown. That is really good news. Tarsus has a wooden wall. Now we're getting some roads. That's good. We can send the army along there. Alexandria has roads. That's good. We seem to have things pretty well lined up. Palmyra has roads. It now has something else set up. And Damartha likewise. So yeah, very, very similar kind of situation in most of those places. Very good news. All right. You, sir, build us a watchtower. You take us back to Seleucia. You can actually have a go at dealing with those rebels, actually, because they're kind of annoying that they exist. So we'll build you some chariots. Chariots are always good for taking them out. We'll get you a couple of them, and then you can ride out to go and take on the rebels. Perfect. There's more over here, which is mildly annoying when I'm sending reinforcements in that area. Maybe we can send someone out with some elephants to go deal with him. You're going over here. You're supposed to be picked up by a boat, but I sent the boat down south. So we'll grab a boat here and we'll send you there next time. It's fine. Your elephants aren't ready for you anyway. Well, actually, elephants are going elsewhere. But it's not an issue. We've still got terrible armies in general. But this is where we're kind of... This is where we're kind of almost hitting the... Not quite mid-game. We're very much at the late early game here. We're kind of like consolidating at this stage. As I've mentioned. What we want really is to have this under control. So Armenian Pontus dealt with will just mean that we can just build up our infrastructure enough whereby we're actually no longer worried about things like you know, like our infrastructure of units. We can actually kind of really get that built up properly, and we'll spend a little bit of time just making sure that we're ready to go deal with Greece and Italy. So we'll just get Crete because it's very good for our economy. Byzantium! Oh, Byzantium fell. That's a sad one. Very sad indeed. Okay, get you retrained and you trained up. That will be absolutely grand. These guys actually built any rams? No. We've probably got time to send people around to them then. That's good. We will build a road and a trader for you. Do you want to grow anything? Health bonus. Yeah, let's get Asclepios there just to make sure we're growing. That does grow pretty well, but I shan't worry about it for the time being. Rhodes is really taking a while to actually grow properly, but it's getting there. And Massacre's finally just about in position to send this reinforcement army along. Okay, good. I'm feeling happy about this. I'm feeling happy we're getting things into position. And that's really what we're looking for here. You, sir, we're going to come join us. You archers, we're going to go over there. That boat was picking him up, which means that we can get you over here to join the ships. And that will give us a force in Cyrene, and it just gives us a base to potentially move on from when we want to go attack Greece. It gives us a little bit more of a launching pad if that is what we do. Very nice. You could ask Tentenari for the ceasefire from Greece. I doubt it, to be honest, because they were just flat out rejecting it under all circumstances earlier, so I didn't even worry about trying to argue. That works very well in Medieval 2. I don't find it works as often in Rome, but I'm not very au fait with the diplomacy mechanics in Rome just because they basically don't work at all. And very occasionally there are little exploits you can do to kind of get stupid money. I know in Medieval 2, like if you smash the enemy in the first battle of a war and you go for a peace immediately, then you will get like, you know, stupid money like 5 to 10,000. I'm not sure I've seen that happen very much in Rome, so I really actually try it, but maybe I could have on that occasion, maybe I could have. Because normally when they say like that would shame a helot, they normally clearly think that it's they clearly sort of want it no matter what. So I do see what you're saying there. So fair chance maybe it would have worked, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too worried. And the most important thing for me is that we've got trading rights with them because they're in a very good position across the water from us. And that's going to be hugely impacting our economy. So it's very much in both of our interests to do that. Actually, I will have those guys in skirmish. That'll be fine. Hightown, we're here to save you. Okay. But yeah, Silver T93. Yes, I need to understand the diplomacy mechanics a little bit better in Roman Total War for those kind of things, because there are certainly ways that I would, kind of exploit that kind of stuff in Med 2, but not so much in Rome. We shall see. Let's get the hoplites just kind of into this position here. Get the chariots a bit further ahead. When did they run away? They ran away! I wasn't even looking, and they ran away. So that's them running off over the border. That's fine. Now, if I get myself a boat in Pergamum, ooh, a trireme, how fancy. Yeah, we'll get ourselves a fancy trireme. This guy's actually done alright, good defender, used to say some Victor, been in the wars. Yes, he's done some things. Yeah, we'll send some of the missiles back, I think. Actually, we do have money. What is there? Ah, yes, there's stuff. Stuff and things. Yes, baby. Right, I'm going to send... Yeah, no, I'm going to keep them with you. But I will send some back to Nicomedia. Nicomedia doesn't deserve to have more than this for the time being, but I'm happy enough with that. As for Sardis, I probably should go and save it, actually, shouldn't I? We'll consider saving it, but for the time being, I won't worry too much. I'm curious if they're going to sally forth. I think in general, though, isn't too much more to do. I think there's a quiet end turn. Yeah, we're just getting that boat here and moving things on. So I think we shall end our turn. Getting a few more little things positioned. Turns out that Parthia aren't sending that force to us, but they're not rushing them north. They're just kind of going back and forth, aren't they? There's Armenia once again, wangling around. And indeed, Crete do want to do it. Now, I'm not surprised they want to do it. There's some very good units, but if they want to sally forth, they're going to get run down by chariots. So, let's head on in. Let's take care of those guys. Oof. Good crap, that's my fingers, not my neck, happily. But I think we'll probably take care of this and then we'll start finishing up for the day. Now, I'm a little bit concerned that we start right here and their archers are right there. That's a bit worrying. Get these units to run. Potentially just run. And I mean, like, right now, guys, like, run away. Chariots likewise. We kind of want to pull them out into the field here. This is where they're going to be vulnerable. Actually, potentially these Cretan archers are the best position over here. So I might say these guys can start running in because those phalanxes are just a little bit out of position. Yeah, turn around into them. Turn around into them. I'm going to want to get on top of some of these guys immediately without the javelins hitting. Okay, a little bit of a charge, pull back out. They're going to get themselves caught, because of course they are. I just want to keep them busy for a moment. You guys, get yourself over there. You guys pull out over there. That'll be fine. Right, so we've done a little bit of shredding, probably not too much damage. Comes into 12. That's fine. The most important thing is that those archers were not shooting us at the very start. We've got a few boats over here, which is very nice. Lovely. But are they shooting? They're not shooting just yet. We just want to isolate the archers from the hoplites. That'll give us a much better opportunity. These guys are warmed up, nothing more than that. That's good. So Cretan archers are rushing forward. Okay, that's fine. We'll take the baits. We will take that bait very nicely. So bring our hoplites. The hoplite over here. You guys, get out of it before we hit the chariot. Before we hit, no, go with the banner. Banner boy, get out of there. It's just like one dies and they all give up. It's so annoying. Right, you guys stop for a moment just in case they're stupid. They're not running amok, they're just broken for the time being, so we'll see about that. There are quite a lot of them in fairness, so I understand that. I'm just charging through my own guys, which isn't particularly ideal either, but it might just cover them so they can get away enough to regroup. And I still fail to kind of get into this kind of open field enough because they're so loose. You just can't kind of chariot through them because they're just so wide open on this battlefield. It's kind of crazy. You might just be able to catch him, but you're biting up at the wrong time. Okay, we're going to see if this guy can charge him. This guy's back in the battle. We just keep on running through now. We've got a bit of free space now. We've got a little bit of free air. Yeah, just run through. Run through him, run through, run through, run through, run through. You get into him, you get into him. The chariots now are doing what I want them to. Okay, I think we might be in the position I actually want to be now. We're much more in the position I want to be. Yeah. You guys just gonna walk into him. It's fine. You just charge into them. And okay, this is good. This is good. You, that phalanx. Run into him, you out of phalanx into him, and go back into phalanx, please. Much better. Do I dare? No, I'm not going to dare send the chariot into the rear of them. You guys have ran into them, but now you can hoplite. That's good. Can you just chase them to the plaza? That'd be nice. Yeah, I think we got this now. It's just a little bit more awkward than it needs to be. We've got ourselves a lovely, lovely pincer going on over here. Yes, we're just going to chase them. They're going to regroup, I suppose, but it's not the end of the world. General is fleeing. Get your phalanxes down, please. And we should have them pretty well beat now. I'm not sure who's still fighting for them. Someone's just regrouped. Isn't this guy just regrouping? I believe so. Yeah. Okay. I think it's just these Seleucian pirates. They're broken as well. Who's still fighting? Someone, somewhere. Apparently, he's still fighting. Not sure who. There we go. Crete is ours! Shame to have to kill the Cretians. I do like to bribe them if I can. They normally hide in that little forest outside. On this occasion, they have not. They're happy enough for the time being, so I'll just occupy. Don't need to worry about any of that. We've bumped into some rebel dude. I'm just going to say, let's just see if the chariots can do it. They lost. Oh well, always worth giving it a try. The chariots can be insanely powerful sometimes, but there was a general, so I guess that is not a surprise in that regard. Well, it's fine. This guy is coming off in this direction, and he's got getting himself a chariot or two to... yes, try and deal with some of these problems, so that's fine by me. You get yourself over the border. Captain Aram is back. We just killed General Aram, but there we go. Right, plenty of sewers. Get us markets now. Now we are able to grow a bit more safely. Pergamum. Yeah, get the road. We're going to need to connect these things quicker. You just get yourself more farming. Salamis. Okay. This is good. We'll get some farm as well. Why not? Okay, Salamis, we're going to really start building some of this up. Thebes. I'm going to start getting these ports in here. Because why not? Might as well get them at some point. Bostra land clearance. Yeah, Alsacia land clearance. You get that. Petra, we just dealt with Petra, didn't we? Very nice. Bostra. Get a wall just in case the rebels turn up one day, and we don't need to worry about that. Okay, absolutely marvellous. So the economy is looking all right. We've stretched it fairly far, but I'd say this is going quite well. Those rebels are about to attack me, aren't they? They absolutely are. Well, it's fine. It is what it is. Have you got any rams yet? You don't. Well, I think then my good lad is going to come running for you. Let's say, just leave a few of the archers back home, and one of these guys back home. Wish to get to the bridge. You do some training, and we do probably, you know what, we are using the road to get around, but we do need to build that temple. So we'll get on that in the next few turns. We actually currently they have quite a few rebels in the way. That's of interest. Potentially means we should not bother because the rebels are in the way. But I'm going to say we do want to start moving. So 18-year-old, 24-year-old, and 29-year-old. Let's send them all. Send them all. Just leave behind a little bit of that. I'm going to say though, probably want some more of the light javelin cap. It can be quite helpful, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them over there. And actually I'm going to say, who is the better... Yeah, you're a drill master, so let's not worry about you. We're going to send you over here. You, sir, are going to come over here. Take your elephants and try and deal with these archers. I'm sure it won't go wrong. Won't go wrong at all. Hatra still needs to grow. Someone needs to be sending people there. Who wants to go live in Hatra instead? You. You people want to go live in Hatra. So I'm going to send these peasants just over the border. Palmyra, you haven't grown either. Yeah. Okay, fine. We are going to go deal with some of the rebels who are just in our way at this point in time. But at the very least, we've taken over the territories, which is good. We're in a much stronger position in that regard. As for this army, ship has joined over here. And we can get on the boat, grab a couple of you to just join in. Guys, we just want some boats. Please stop being stupid. I would like a boat to join a boat. Boaty McGee, good. Right, do we have everything we want in that army? I don't know that we do. Javelin would be nice. Yeah, send the javelin across. We'll keep a couple of boats behind. We're not coming to attack you, honest. We're considering it though. We will go for Cyrene first and foremost, just gives a bit more trade with there. We'll work on Siwa in time, so let's not worry about them right this second. Parthia I'd really quite like some peace with actually. We do have this lad over here, so they're just going to be wandering around in this part of the world. Probably should just send someone to go and chat with them. As for Scythia, nothing really happening with them. As for Armenia, nothing too much happening with them. We're just moving in that direction. So yeah, we're just a bit stretched, but it's kind of just the way we're playing this. We're kind of keeping our eggs in many, many baskets. But yeah, these guys, you could come and join us elsewhere. So yeah, we'll get a boat and we'll move you across. Probably over this part of the world. It's a bit weak over there, isn't it? So we'll get them under our control as well. But I would say probably a good place to leave it for today. What did I call this episode? Campaign what campaign? Yes, this campaign is back. So we will continue with this campaign. Kellen, what up everybody? Seleucid's great. Boot McGee. Yes, well, that's probably something I did just say, but I don't explicitly remember saying it. But it sounds very much something that I can't deny that I almost certainly did say. Yes, we'll probably leave it about here for now. Today we've managed to grab a load of rebel territories. Halicarnassus, Cadonia. We've held off sieges on all three of these at least once. Tarsus we relieved at the start and have now built up a force ready to start moving. It's not brilliant, but it has 3 elephants, some chariots, and a load of terrible, terrible militia hoplites. What we do want to do is grab some more of our good units over here in Memphis and start sending them in that direction. Okay, archers, we can get them. We can retrain in Thebes, just this one unit that needs retraining. And we can probably start just grabbing some peasants and sending them down that direction. We're going to have to leave some units here just to go deal with Siwa. But it isn't immediate. I don't want to start a new war. I really don't need an extra war. So I will leave it for the time being. Elsewhere, well, we also gained ourselves Palmyra, Bostra, Petra, Dumatha, all under our control, as well as whatever the hell Arsacia was. You know what, we won. I'm proud enough of that. As for Armenia, well, we've held off Hatra, We've gathered some forces. Again, scrappy Seleucid nonsense forces. But we're moving in the right direction, okay? Next time. When is next time, you ask, after 5 months between... Oh, I think the first 2 episodes were a week apart. This one, 5 months later. Next weekend is a possibility, so do look out for it Saturday or Sunday next week, the last day or 2 of August. That's a possibility. Won't be the week afterwards, but maybe the week after that second weekend of September. That could be quite possible too. So next week, if we are indeed here next week, or if it's second week of September, we will be trying to deal with Pontic and Armenia. I think we've done enough of grabbing rebel territories. We've built up our economy and our infrastructure a little bit more, and I think we're ready to push that a little bit further. And I think with that, we'll be able to kind of finish the early mid game, whereby we've got this corner of the map, and we can really start to get our infrastructure in a place where our elite units from the later game can start to be churned out. We can plot for the invasion of Greece and eventually the invasion of Italy, which I can see they've already grabbed a little bit off the Greeks so far. So that's what we're looking at. So maybe next weekend, if not, it'll be in 3 weeks' time. But I am planning to continue with this series, and of course that means that we're going to have the guide coming out. But the guide will basically be when we beat Rome, because I like to use clips from the early, the mid game, the late game. So we are aiming to get the 50. We obviously beat Egypt last time. This time we got it from 16 up to 23. Pretty nice job. We're actually almost halfway there. By the time that we've taken this, will be over 30, which would be great news. We'd have killed 7 factions, which is also great news, and we'll be, I don't know, looking a little bit better. Right now, we're still using the basic troops. We've got elephants and chariots around. They never cause any problems. Militia hoplites and militia cavalry can do a job, but we are going to want to start getting the best units out. And to be honest, it's just early in the game. The population hasn't got there. But having got most places to mine a city, or at least a large enough town to get the basics, like ports out now, oh yeah, we're in a much better place to start really just sending our population to key territories. So over at Antioch, we are growing into a large city now. So that means we want to start thinking about the next stables, which is what we'll be doing there next. Likewise, down in Egypt, some very, very good high productivity and very high population settlements that we can use to bolster our armies in that part of the world. So yeah, I think that's what we'll be doing next time, pushing through those next few regions. Thanks for the stream. So see you, have a good day all. I missed the stream. It is, I'm afraid, the end. I do sometimes start these at 3 or 4, but I started at 1 today. Has it only been 5 months? Yes, indeed. But we will be continuing very, very soon, so I do hope you'll join me for that. I hope you've been enjoying the new Rebels series, if you aren't one of the many people who seems to be watching that. The first episode had, I think, about 25,000 views, which for a series, that is unknown. That is unknown for on this channel. So lovely. If there are any new people here, very much welcome indeed. If you want to play that Rebels campaign map, by the way, where all the territories of the Rebels have been given out, 30 territories given out to the factions, you can do that. There's a little link under this video to the Patreon. You don't have to sign up for Patreon. I've just got the links there to the mod files. There are a few other mod files in there too, although of course if you do want to join, there is the membership there and on YouTube as well. So do follow those links if you are interested in supporting the channel further. We've had a fair few new people join recently actually, so lovely to have you along to the channel. Seems to be doing very nicely indeed. For now though, as I say, I will leave you. I'm just going to save this up to number 4. Excellent stuff. And I will move us over to our thumbnail. There we go. Well, thank you all very much, very much for joining me, for getting involved in the chat, and for you know, some fair mockery of what has been some quite brutal battles along the way. It's fair to say that our early game units are not going to take us very much further, are they? But I would say we just about did enough. We've been playing this high-risk strategy on this campaign, and it's working. It's only around 260. We're doing pretty darn well. It might be 250, actually. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, 257. There we go. But yes, for now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas. This is notoriously, and this has been our Seleucid Empire livestream number 3. Thank you very much, and tally ho.